What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, everybody? Ooh, child. Nobody's in. Okay. Set up again. About 5. So we have about 12 minutes. You guys come in with a little music playing before I turn it off. No countdown, amigo.
Great. For the speed, really. How about you? It's going to take 2 hours at this pace to continue. And what I'm going to show you is something that I don't really like. This entire trip.
What's going on, fam? Yeah, that's what more people will do. Yeah, I ain't going to see the Avatar shit. Excuse my language. Right. What's cracking, everybody? I actually got a split screen where I could put up different music and crap, but I'm not doing all that, yo. They can have that. They can have that. All right. Ooh, child. Rep, what's going on? You already know. Grand Elevations. I'm gonna put everybody up. What's going on, Benji? Grey Wolf. Is he returned? Grey Wolf returned? I know everybody was like, when is he going to go on? I had to sit up for a minute. I didn't put the timer as far as when I was going to come in because I wasn't sure. Blessings, everybody. Before we get started, I'm going to ask again because I don't know who was in the last one. I didn't check yet. If we could get together, if you could burn some sage, lavender and stuff, and seek peace. And if you don't mind going out, put your bare feet in the soil. We have a sister of mine, Sonia Marie Cummins, who can use a little bit of a lot of our energy. It only takes one shot. And the name is Sonia Marie, okay? And yeah, she could use it. Just like anybody, any one of us ever have an issue, I'm always going to ask for the kinfolk to share a little bit of energy. Say her name for calmness, peace, and stillness. This is a mighty weapon here, and when it hasn't been cultivated and nurtured in the proper way, it can be out of disproportion. Like with me, like yeah, I'm still without the pill, but there's no glorification seeking here. We need to do that, and I appreciate it. And I'll say it a few more times. I really appreciate it. Those of you who don't mind taking the time to share that little bit of energy, it'll truly be respected, and you will be highly praised in self. To do these things that are, I guess, what some people would say out of the norm. I just posted because I know a lot of people. There were a lot of people here. Who is this brother here? He's all right, Jay. Appreciate it. So I just said it out that I want to share something right quick. I'm into politics, but Carrie Lake, this one lady said that a lot of Republican melts didn't even get dropped off; they got discarded. Arizona, for those in Arizona, I'm putting that out there. Anybody else, it's okay. You dig? I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come in. I decided to turn off the music. All right. It's a battle. Trust me, I battle every day, but it's not a battle you cannot win. Nor I can. They shadow banned me on Facebook for whatever goofy reason. A friend of mine was in California. He went over there where they want to do something with. They want to do something at this park. They chop down the trees and everything. This government's wicked. They're doing things they actually literally legally cannot do, but most people don't know the truth, so they allow them. If everybody was to speak up at once about the issues and things that are going on, they would stop because the people would then know that this government really has no power. But the illusion of power that is given because there's all these people in costumes running around who are ignorant of the truth and who believe also in their lies, and they'll hold on to the sadistic narratives on our soil. Yeah. So today, we got 5. We got 2 come in and 2 leave. Okay, well that's wonderful. Yeah, we're gonna get into it in a minute. Usually I would let the music play, but nah, unnecessary. Okay. Dr. Gold's giving me a message. I'm going with that. Okay. John Rothschild. He looked like a lizard. Okay. He really does. Rothschild looks like a lizard, man. I want to know what y'all think. Uh, this dude looks like a lizard, man. He really does. Okay, this one ugly mother. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna pull his image. I want y'all to see this dude. Oof. Mm. Very wicked looking individual. I don't want to be on here talking about people, but he is one wicked looking individual. Let me, right. I could put it up on here, but I'm not gonna do all that. Is that one? Wow, looking, yo, Kyle, what's happening? What's Grand Elevation, Cincinnati? He looked like a lizard. He really do, man. Remind me of that dude with his eyes closed like that. And man, my boy got the two stepping. Anyway, let's go ahead and yeah, I was gonna actually add music and all that. Negative. Okay. All right. That's in case anybody comes in and they want to. And I don't know why it's so damn big, which is kind of funny. Excuse me. Okay. I didn't want to do a whole lot of setting up. But again, like I said, everybody's welcome to come in or to enter. You feel me? Anybody wants to come in, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that back up there as the invitation. Excuse me. I ate, y'all, and let me tell you something. It was good. It was good. I mean, beyond good. It was fabulous, actually. We're gonna get started here, and I'm gonna do a little introduction, discussions about why I feel like I saw a number of them, and I feel like a lot of people miss the point because the gluttony or the greed in people. Everybody just wants, you know what I'm saying? And then the people behind it, it's like some kind of trick. I don't know, man. Sleight of hand. I don't know. Sleight of word. It's just, and that's why I figured, like have people come in and have this discussion because I can't do it on my own. I have my opinions about all of this, and I don't want to, you know, have people feel like there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. He look like he's complete wicked, right, brother? But I don't want to have people disillusioned. And I mean, I'm not the one that's going to be granted. It's and some people might have want to say, yo, why you aren't getting behind it or whatever. You know what I mean? It's a sick thing. As far as my opinion, but my opinion is only one opinion. So, like I stated, I do not like Facebook. Every time you're on there, you see people talking about the same shit. And now you see people talking about the stuff that a lot of us been talking about forever. It seems like it's, I don't know. Yes. Well, I just chick window. Boy, you getting that pork chop, huh? Fries. Anyway, all right. Just wanted to say, make sure I got it out there. Uh, people are stupid. Every time I see a woman talking about polyandry, I just like look at them like something's wrong with their head. They don't even have no children. That's the most sick thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, let me see here. I'm full, y'all. Obviously, I'm stuffed. Okay. Yeah, right. Oh man. Yo, Westside come in? No, Westside didn't come in. Yeah, he hella fire wicked. Okay. Oh, my boy sent me something. Oh, he's gonna try and get. Okay, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah. He at the studio and shit. I'm stuffed, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm stuffed. And it's warm as shit. I got the window upstairs. It got up to about 50 today. I got the what's called upstairs window open. It's still hot up in here. All right, cool. Excuse me. I stay tired. Ever since I've been off of these pills, y'all, I'm gonna say something. Ever since I've been off of this these nasty ass heavy metal pills, people, I've been tired. There's some weird feelings, but I know after being on something that I was, for some 18, I don't know, 14, 15, I don't know. It's been a long time. I was only supposed to be on this stuff, for 4 weeks to 6 weeks, a month to a month and a half. If that don't tell you, and at that time, if I was going to research it, even though I was in college, I would have had to look into it, which I didn't, out of ignorance. And it was a Hindu who told me that. A Hindustani, West Indian, or East Indian, excuse me. So, yeah. I was so appreciative.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time.
Excuse me. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. And information at times can come from the people you would least suspect. That's why I say biasness and stuff like that is just worthless. It's not good to be biased about anything. Let me see. Okay. That means on. All right. Okay. Processing. All right, we're good. All right, I'm bringing you on, Carl. Hey, what's happening, brother?
What's going on with you, Jim?
I'm checking in here, man. I'm about to do the little presentation, and I just want to get a little more people, and want to get this, the people to stand still. You know what I mean?
Give me
in here, man. I'm about to do the little presentation, and I just want to get a little more people, and want to get this, the people to stand still. You know what I mean?
Give me
Yeah. Make sure my echoes are off. Right, here we go. You there? Oh yeah, you there. Okay. Here we go. All right. I want to see if I had some back feed, some feedback. All right. You hear me? Okay, cool.
Yeah, clear. Yeah. Perfect.
All right. That's what's up. Yeah, well, we got about 7 people in. We're gonna start it off, but I don't want to be here all night. Reparations. We heard about was it Governor Newsom? Is it? Let me show you. I didn't put that in. I didn't want to have him on here. Newsom was the one that spoke about reparations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pull that up just to have that add to it in case somebody asks about it. Governor Newsom announces appointments to first in the nation task force to study reparations for African Americans. If the Indians were being made prisoners of war or enslaved, taken to England, Spain, and France, and Deutschland, and to the Caribs and to so-called Africa, as history records, then who are these African Americans? When Biden was talking about giving out how much? 50 billion to Africa for us. I want somebody to make sense because they are doing some things that lack all relevance and is outside. I guess they believe everybody was educated by the system and everybody is dumb. Yo, Max, what's going on, Mac B? I really believe they think everybody is lacking. And it amazes me because a lot of the majority are lacking in relevance and truth. But he states, this is let me read it from something I guess people can actually get behind. Reparations panel deliberates on compensation for Black Californians. Okay, and it's a task force. No, we don't need all that. Task force to consider suggestions, including $350,000 proposal for descendants of enslaved Black people and eligibility requirements. What is $350,000 going to do to a country that made quadrillions for? What is that going to do with the murder, lynching, the wars that we fought, and the renaming, the the false accusations, and everything else? And my pale skin brothers, I got to say this: y'all want to sit there and act like you ain't got nothing to do with it, but you ain't got a solution either. You ain't talking about better than anything. It's some liberals who disrespect the rainbow and do everything else and paint the nails black or red and blue, which I don't care, but I'm just pointing out a fact. I'm not a Johnny come lately. I am tired of the ignorance. And it makes absolutely no sense. And it says like this. It says, after more than a year delving into history and studies to make its case for reparations to California descendants, only California, all right, 51 states, California descendants of enslaved Black people. Now, you don't hear New York. You don't hear Oregon, Washington. You don't hear Philly. You don't hear New Jersey. You don't hear nowhere else liberal state having this discussion. But all these Negroes go and vote for these people as if they mean them well, and I haven't seen them do a thing for them yet. I can go on and on, but I also want to mention this. This is group, all right? And it amazes me. They teaching. This is called the curriculum, includes lessons for 3 to 5 week classes titled Reparations 1, WON, a case study in police torture, racism, and the movement. What in the hell is Reparations 1? I mean, I have it in front of me. I just want to know how many people know about all this. A curriculum. Now, as far as a case study in police torture, racism, and the movement for justice in Chicago, we see ongoing cases where retired pale-skinned police officers and defendo macro Black or melanated ones are saying the training is right. They should punch even if they're 13, 14. It makes them release. No, the body's mannerism for fight or flight in fight mode, even when it can't fight back, is to curl up. And when it's being struck, to get tighter to protect its organs, our organs. You see what I'm saying? And most people don't know that. How do people have lack of empathy or knowledge in these things when you're allowed to be a sociopath because you're a little bit of tiny training? The other thing. So when he talks about torture and all that and lynching and everything, they got to come better than that. How about the 27 cities destroyed? Let me go on.
Yeah.
We look at reparations, the making of amends for a wrong one has done by paying money to or otherwise helping those who have been wrong. All right. The courts require the convicted offender to make financial reparations to his victim. Isn't that what the police are paying out? When every time they do something wrong, you see all these cases coming out with 200,000, 3 million, 7 million. It don't matter to who, right? And then this one right here is the one that gets me. Israel, Gaza. We know it ain't Israel. But anyway, how much money does Israel get from the U.S.? Every year, $3.8 billion. Now, they're attempting to say that it's only been for a short term and it happened around 1990s. They've been getting it since I can remember. We had this conversation before this last war, before Desert Storm. Me and my peoples had it when I was in the military. Why are we paying them all this money? We didn't create the Holocaust. Nobody has an answer. Yeah, but those are the Jews. No, they're not the converts. They done stole identity and hid the real The real Jews who want to use that term, I don't like that term. I think it's made up in its totality, right? And then this right here, this stuff is unbelievable. Um, we look at the U.S. federal budget, cost of war. All right. So, FY in 2022, the Department of Defense had 1.64 trillion, $1.64 trillion distributed among its 6 subcomponents, agencies, and available because of its available budget. But yet, right here through fiscal year 22, the United States federal government has spent, and check this out, an obligated $8 trillion on the post 9/11 wars in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iraq. But they sure love war, don't they? And sending us to die, right? I looked at Cory Booker sitting up there with his big ass head from Newark, New Jersey, right? And I said, here go another one. I'm surprised he ain't sitting up there with the pentagram on around his neck, because you know he's a wicked motherfucker. But I look at all these individuals and I say, wow, they're just playing these little wayward Negroes out, and the gay community, because they're the ones that's really backing it. But the Republicans, and this is disturbing. I don't see none of them with words at all. So they show you they're obligated to the same narrative of the so-called Democrats and that racist narrative ideology. I don't care about the crayon colors. We saw in California how many politicians now are getting fired because the little Mexican motherfuckers who were talking about nigger, this and that. Now, I got some Mexican brothers who can't stand it. You know, they're pissed off at these wayward motherfuckers. They just, to me, they're just another brand of niggas. I'm just saying, ignorant motherfuckers. Excuse my language. I want to keep it as clean as possible. But I can't buy into this reparations nonsense.
You ain't wrong. You know what's funny that you say that? I don't think people look up in a dictionary and even recognize what reparations are. How about restitution? How about remedy for all this nonsense? $8 trillion to send us to all these wars. Vietnam, my grandfather, you have relatives from time immemorial. We've been fighting. That could remedy a lot of things, but it's not actual money. Those 27 cities, like you said, learning about Tatarian. It's me. It's a part of me. The fight on the outside to go internally is difficult, but yet you're still fighting, still relentlessly, and all these shenanigans still going on.
It's disturbing, isn't
it? The world is a stage, and it's like, you know, it seems like as much as things are being bombarded, and then they talk about this reparations, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, you know, it sounds good at first if you don't got sense, you know, to a black person, because I can't identify with that, because it's not really conducive to me. It's not really conducive to any of us. But, you know, when you're playing this game of these little square boxes, you know, people get mad at you. You start asking you, why you want reparations for? You black? Or you a color? And, you know, it makes people think. People get frustrated. They're like, you know, why you just don't take the money? I'm like, you know, grandma and grandpa taught me to despise a free meal. Always. And especially something like that. We've had them conversations before they passed. It's like, we don't want nothing from them people. We help them people and put them where they at. So what sense does it make to take something back from them and we the reason they have what they have? It's like a minstrel show. All of this it's like a bad MTV, like an MTV3, a new MTV show. Like, and it's relentless. It make it seem like time is speeding up because there's so many new things consistently to distract you.
Yeah. Hey, anybody else is welcome to come on in, man. You come in the back room, or you come on, man. I don't have everything, but I just got enough. I got a number of things to address and let people speak freely, respectfully, and responsibly. Like, don't sit in the backdrop, man. I'm not having it, because I'll shut this mug down. I appreciate brother coming on, Carl. I would like to see other people come up here and say something, because somebody else is going to watch this. I would prefer to have other people speak based upon their knowledge of how they feel or their opinion. All right, let's stop being, lame ducks. I want to put this out here.
Yeah.
This is the Senate, National African American Reparations Commission, NAARC. The people have spoken. Reparations rise to #1 priority issue in Congressional Black Caucus. Why now? By Ann Brown, the Mogoldom Nation. MOGULDOM Nation. Does the United States want reparations for Native Black Americans? Native Black Americans. The Congressional Black Caucus wanted to know. Respondents answered yes. The CBC ran a poll on Twitter asking which latest stated priority of the Congressional Black Caucus, CBC, do you want to hear more about and remain the most important to you? Well, respondents could choose one of the following reparations voting rights: the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, JIP, or infrastructure. Well, reparation was the clear winner with, listen to this, 57.5% of the votes. Voting rights was second with 33.2%, and followed by infrastructure with 5.6%. Didn't they, some years ago, didn't Biden, when he come on, pass this infrastructure shit? How much money? Where is that at? Look, man, let me go on. All right. This is unbelievable. And then you had the George Floyd Justice and Politicking Act, JIP, which got just 3.7% of the votes. Some 4,942 votes were cast. Is this a country of 300 and almost 400 million people? And yet it amazes me how we have no voice at all. I don't want to get into whether it's Democrats, whatever. There have been various recent polls on reparations. The results remain divided along political parties and racial lines. Democrats have consistently been for reparations, as have Black Americans. Those against have typically been Republicans and or white, pale skin. You're not pure. Ain't nothing but righteous about you. In April, Politico's Mayor King wrote wrote that polls found 60% of Democrats support forming a committee to study. Only 60% of those lackers who went for your votes. Y'all, people. What was that? Give the money to youth and trust funds and teach the schools. No, how about we just leave the schools alone, hon? No, fuck the schools.
Mm-hmm.
Should never had. No, that was created by John Rockefeller and carried on by David Rockefeller. No,
Mm-hmm.
And the CI goddamn A, which is the OSS before that. No, and before that they were called something else. I'm not gonna get into that. Why are they giving money to mass that don't know how to manage their money? Well, this is what they wanted.
Slaves.
Everything has this point. Westside, you want to come in? I know you really out there. You know, you Equator. Hey, y'all can come on in, man. I'm not gonna be begging here now. Trauma Hawk, y'all. Everybody's got a voice. Come on in, man, and stop being. Because I don't have all the answers to all this stuff. I am really asking for assistance so we can elevate this. All right. The invite, I'm gonna send it again. All right. Just come on in. You know, don't be some chicken shits. That's what's wrong with us now. We allow cowards and traitors and everything else. And this is why I say a lot of y'all don't go to your community, your what you call it, little meetings they have. You don't speak on these matters to address, you know, the monkeys in the room. That's I'm gonna say monkeys. All right, because y'all sit down, y'all become exactly what the CIA and everybody has created. You become null and dull. You become a lump on a bump. A lump on a bump. We cannot have an answer or without knowledge and knowing if we don't all partake in something. This is not about $1. This is bigger than that. I'm saying you could take that reparations and shove it up, shove it in where the sun don't shine.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is becoming monotonous, y'all. I don't get it, and I just can't get it. I mean, everybody, some of y'all live in liberal states, some of you live Texas or wherever. You have to know something. You know what I'm saying? Um, Appreciate that, Aquila. But you come on in and talk too. Somebody else. I mean, we can sit here. I can go over all this information all day, but what is that going to accomplish? We still have dumbasses who are racist, the dumbest people on the planet, who they don't know that their third great grandmama was an orphan. They don't have no real history. Don't know what family or the true identity. Don't know the truth of the existence before that. The destruction and everything else. 5 times great grandparents now. When you look at time itself, all right, when you want to come from the 1800s. And it's disturbing at the people who are so comfortable in the lie they live because they have been so well groomed, and here we are still being docile. I believe that this can get to a bigger audience if we talk about we have a conversation, the whole court, about the most prolific things that need to be addressed. No, I'm still gonna read. Don't worry, y'all. I don't mind if they don't want to monetize. I was doing it when I wasn't monetized. Why would I stop now? It doesn't matter to me. And I reached out to every big company. I've gotten about 6. Yeah, go ahead and read. So if they sit there attempting to copyright me on one, man, I'll quickly look. I know how to make some dollars on the side from this corporation. You know. But like I said, check this out. Meaningful reparation. All right, reparation opponents have argued that it would be too difficult to determine who to compensate, and it would cost the federal government too much money. Meaningful reparations. I don't want to go back to the trillions, the wars and shit, the 50 billion offered. Look, California got 100 billion. Where'd that come from? Listen, and then how many billions did this Goomba just give trillions? Just give away? I don't even get into the military equipment, the oil pipeline that they had to shut down because somebody decided to blow it in a spot. You know, they got it back up and running quick, but the prices jumped up to $7, $8 like that for that moment. The one oil pipeline, which there should be 20 to 30. But anyway, it would cost the federal government too much money. Meaningful reparations that would close the racial wealth gap would cost the U.S. government between 10 trillion and 12 trillion, or about 800,000 for each eligible black household. How would they know that amount if it's for eligible black households? How could they come with that number and only right up under $1 million, a little more than 3/4? According to reparations scholar William Darity, a Duke University professor of economics and public policy. They always gonna throw on that other shit to have you like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's mind-boggling. I'm aghast at just the whole narrative. And this study was June 30th, 2021. Okay, I don't know where it's at right now with all these goofy little young Negroes running around and little pronoun motherfuckers running around setting fires because of Maxine Waters and Pelosi and all them idiots. I don't get it. So they have also a reparations working group, the Green Party of the United States Black Caucus. We know what that's supposed to be from, the Black Panthers or whatever, that subsidiary. I'm still trying to wrap my head. Hold on, let me see this here. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Surely it is not for our benefit, and most going to take the dough and blow it. I agree. Cadillacs, shoes and bowls, all that. Gold rings and teeth. I agree. I'd take the dough and shove it. Exactly. Because nobody's going to do the right thing with it. Nobody's going to buy land. Nobody's going to go out there and get off. You've got enough houses. You got almost 2 times the amount of houses you do homeless people. Now, I'm not saying you got to put because a lot of homeless people are mentally jacked. But you have enough out there who don't do drugs and alcohol. And I mean, a lot of them who just want a place where, respite, where they can relax and chill, who can fix the places up themselves. You don't see none of this country. You don't see this fake government doing none of that. And why? Well, you see what they got their savior, their antichrist, or whatever you want to call it. They waiting for this motherfucker to speak. Obviously, he exists. You heard Charles Schwab and the other couple of cats. It amazes me how, even with all that, people still running around acting retarded. Man.
Jim, you know what's funny about what you just said? You got me thinking. You said like they had about 1 million people guaranteed for these reparations, African Americans, right? What about possibly them using people's ancestry.com mouth swabs allegedly? No, let's just hear me out for a minute.
Yeah, go on, bro. Yeah.
They're using that rhetoric, and then also that I can't remember the joint resolution they passed for the African American African slavery stuff. They was going to teach these kids slavery and how their ancestors was brought here in ships in school, and they made the African American Museum down here in New York and Manhattan. It sounds very in the same vein of all these things. Like it's the rollout. And because I'm sitting here and I'm going back, I'm like, I remember that bill, but then that bill kind of fizzled out, got quiet about it. You never really heard nothing about it. Then you hear reparations, they're like, no reparations. Then you hear California, I'm like, of all the places, what, liquor, prostitution go up, liquor, murders, more guns, more drugs. What's going on here? More trafficking.
I'm gonna make a statement. I'm gonna tell you the first 2 to 6 months, it's gonna be all quiet on the home front. I'm serious, man. It's gonna be like there was a gold mine in every state struck. And after that, you're gonna see Beamers and Mercedes and everything else sitting up on cinder blocks. You're gonna see houses burnt down, mama in a crack pipe and caught fire in a synthetic sofa, and babies again, some derelict things going on. First 2 to 6 months, it's gonna be quiet on the home front. Just little sporadic things here and there, because niggas don't know how to act. They don't know how to get together, and there's gonna be plenty who do, but it ain't gonna be enough. We're gonna go out there. The other one's gonna wait for the other ones to establish something. They're gonna go and rob them. They're gonna take loans out. People, look, man, look. Me, 800,000, man. I'll turn that into 5 million real quick. But all the money, this is the reason why they're doing this. That's about to go. You dig?
Like Germany with those, what was it, $100,000 wipe, $100,000 of our roll of toilet paper. They just started using the money, the Dutch marks to wipe their behind with. It reminds me of all of this stuff. I read Mein Kampf and all of these books. This old Jewish guy was like, "You're the one. A lot of our people stole your stuff. Sorry about it." He ended up jumping out the window and taking himself out. I wish he didn't do that, but just learning. He giving information. He's like things are so repetitive. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. Read. Emphasize that. It's so redundant, but can easily be avoided with light. I wouldn't even say like-minded people, with the people that are drawn to one another, that are moving in the oneness. Because it's disgusting now. It's so they're so dastardly the way that they come with stuff. It's something else.
I know this much. First of all, you have people who are stuck in a cycle. They haven't had the mental capacity to do the right thing in a long time. And that money, when they're saying selectively, you see what I read. That's the majority. That's not the majority. That's the people that have. You got to think about the have and have-nots. Every time I've been down to Phoenix, I've been to reservations all over this country. And I've seen the melanated brothers and sisters. And I've seen the ones who have lived there ever since. And I've heard the stories. You dig what I'm saying? Shut the high. What's going on, family? Hey, yeah, this which car? Y'all come on in, man. So y'all can put some other there wasn't no slavery in Cali. Exactly. There wasn't at all. And they went up there in 1830. 1830s when they arrived in Cali and started, and that's when they already was on making changes. And they started there first in San Fran, Chicago, San Fran, and Oklahoma, as far as the World's Fair. But they had to subdue the people there, and they had a great army to do it at that time. It was our people. Sadly to say that, in Spanish, Moors, the Minuscules, whatever you want to call them, and some Chinos. I'm serious. Some Asians, all fighting together. believing there was something greater because we saw our system collapse a long time ago, not too long ago. But when we saw the old ways, the energy, and everything else stop, something's biting me on my back. What the fuck is that?
Oh man.
No. Keep talking, brother. Let me get this up.
Yeah. But these people are just so elementary in their education. It just doesn't make any kind of sense. Have me some zebra peak over here. Little
Is that a damn
bird.
ant?
Mm.
What in the fuck?
Just some very, very nasty people. No slavery in California. Then calling people black, then African American. I would anticipate that's this stuff probably for Elon Musk type kind of people. Those African Americans, because there's nothing African American about me, and I don't know too many African American people. It's just the semantics they just keep coming with different kind of stupidity. Just different kind of just different angles of stupid. Different angles. These people
Excuse me.
like no kind of care or understanding of anything or understanding of anything whatsoever. No order, backwards, upside down, inverted. Then at the same time, at the as this reparations nonsense they're talking about, they having these things with these children in school and with these. They just bombard you with foolishness. Like as I think about it, it's just this. Oh man, like, and then here in New York, it's no different. Same nonsense going on. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you $100,000 of food stamps. We're gonna give you $200,000 in cash. We're gonna change your life, and like you said, it'll be nice for a minute, and then everything will be burning. It'll be seen from helicopters. Everything will burn, like the movie Bushwick. It's a good movie to look at to get an idea of what
Man, when I was in New York, bro, from Brooklyn to the Bronx, bro, I was like, every time I turned for security with a guardian angel, I was like, can niggas be this dumb? And when I said I'm talking about Latinos, Caribbean to themselves, kind of majority. Mm-hmm. But niggas, this and Spanish, the Latin brothers, so-called Latin, I hate that word, but this the dumbest motherfuckers walking around in New York. I was like, what's going on, my family? Not every one of them. No, there was ones, we had our groups, a lot of us veterans, we had these conversations away from everybody. Well, I was down at Police Plaza 1 doing Tai Chi, or even the Chinese were like, we're grateful that you're aware of yourself. I was like, what the fuck, yeah. He said, but so many of y'all. I'm like, I know, you ain't got to remind me. I'm getting the fuck out of here anyway. I couldn't stay, man. I was like, I got to go. It was no threat. It was just stupid ass people, man. I couldn't do it no more, man. Everybody wants something. Yo, man, we your mans, you know what I mean? I mean, what the fuck is that accomplishing, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? Yo, Red Bull. Oh, man, you ain't making no sense. I used to have them conversations like that, man, on the app. It didn't matter where it was. It could be Soundview. It could be Fordham. It could be wherever, man. I was having these conversations all the time. Manhattan. I was like, man, what is y'all name? Y'all's a box of confusion walking around here. I said, man, I know not to drink the water, the tap water. Man, look, a lot of time I was drinking beer or coconut water. I refused to drink any water or anything there. I was like, something ain't right. Because, man, look, it had me scared, man. I kind of almost started thinking like I'm some of them. I was like, what? And, oh, no. I get in conversation like, yeah. What the fuck am I and what am I yesing? And that's no hate, man. That's no hate at all, man. The reality.
Just realizing self.
Because I was going to Chicago. From New York, I was going to go to Chicago. I was like, let me stop going to these liberal fucking states. It's the first mistake. I had to get the hell up out of there. I couldn't do it. I mean, I always go back and visit and stuff, and what's cracking all the time. But I couldn't do it. I was going to move to Texas because, I came through there. I know some people, and they were like, coming out here, Red, you're going to ride some horses. I said, nigga, I had 2 back surgery. I ain't riding no goddamn horses, man. I mean, Broncos and shit. Nah, man. And so I came to Arizona. Here I is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting to where you at because I'm realizing, just seeing things, working the construction, seeing Tartaria actually, and then I'm like, these motherfuckers, these people ain't shit. Excuse my language. These people are really something else. And then you like, y'all putting walls up here to cover this? Why y'all? Why you gotta come up Trinity Church? What's under here? My man won't even talk to me about it. And he's like, yo, I'm gonna tell you Friday when I come check you. I'm like, why you? What did they make you sign? What did you see? He's like, I worked at World Trade 9 stories down beneath, and I went to be nosy. They're like, you can't. No, I'm going. I need to see what the. This is mine. This is my soil.
I would like for people to look up what was in the place when that World Trade Center was built. I want y'all to look and see if y'all can find a picture of what was actually there before they built in 1970s, 60s, 70s, whatever, before they built the Twin Towers. I want y'all to see for yourselves. You'd be amazed at some of the stuff hidden from us. But regardless of that, reparations from in every state, man, what has been done to our people is just, it's gross. It's gross negligence at the highest level. West Side Trump, I'm surprised y'all ain't come up in here. But anyway, it's gross negligence. I can't really see a cause. I can see a cause for a lot of our families, because you gotta remember now, most melanated people here aren't us. There's a lot of so-called black folk who aren't us. They don't even identify as black. And I mean people darker than you and me.
I've met one and I didn't know. And he was a model, and he's like, oh, my family from Maryland. I'm like, you got a German last name, your head bowl, you never grow facial hair, you don't deal with women that look like you. You talk down on them. You deal with every other race. And then I figured out he ended up slipping up one day. I was like, I'm a Morisco. I said, oh, you that Dominican rice with the shrimp and the shellfish? He was like, no, I'm a Moor. I said, so this is why you carry yourself the way you do. You was with all these models and all these European people, and then you was a drunk and on all these drugs and things, and then they kicked you out. And now I understand why you are where you are and why you maneuver the way you move. This man has never. It blows your mind.
He was straight up. He was straight up with you. Was he a real one?
Yeah, Leo Funderburg. That's his name. Oh, okay. Leo Funderburg. He's from Baltimore. And you know, and the thing that's crazy is, I asked one of my kinfolk that's from there. You know, we tied in, real family. He like, I heard him before. He's like, I went to school with him. Okay. I was like, his family from there. He like his grandfather, but he don't know about everybody else. I said that I said he German. I said because Pop not a pale face.
Right.
But we went and asked him questions. So you know, him saying was what he said, and this is 10 years ago. You know, my mom wasn't there yet. I was coming into me, more into myself, and really seeing things and not understanding like what's going on here. Why is this like this now? The shoe has been laced up and it's fitting much better now. It was floppy before. I didn't know how to tie it up.
Right. I know some of y'all ain't gonna look it up, but I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you this because the history you've been given, it's always changing. Remember we read that in
Orson Welles. Mm-hmm.
No, not Orson Welles.
I always call him that.
Yeah, that's all right.
George Orwell.
Right. There you go. I want to show you the building that stood there on that ground, and it was there since the 1800s. Now, I could do a picture. I could just pull up. Let me get to see if I can get a better shot here. Let's use a light, y'all.
Okay. So that's most likely what's underneath still the remnants.
No. They got rid of all this in totality. All that's gone. When I went there to volunteer, they know everything's gone. They got rid of everything down there. So you got to remember the subway, all that. They had to redo all that. Everything.
Yeah, they gutted.
That was the building that was there before 1970, whatever, 60, the World Trade Center that we knew before somebody took a loan out of it and 2 planes flew into it. You know, Building 7 falling down, you know.
Tripped, had an accident.
Yeah, you know. So thermite burns all in the steel, in the girders. I was like, what the fuck? Me and my boys, people were in the military, worked with wet bombs, right? who knew explosives. It's like we was all standing around. Well, those on the side where I was out going, "Yo, that look like thermite. You fucking ain't right. That's thermite. What the fuck?" And you always like, "You got to be kidding me. That ain't from no damn jet. I worked on jets. That's not cool." Maybe the brakes. I don't think there's no brakes that big to do that kind of cutting. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Reparations. It amazes me how they give people a bone and then people get excited. Because there were some people clapping and talking about, we're going to get reparations. They was all happy. California. The funny thing is, majority of Negroes in California ain't even from there.
Mississippi,
New York, Mississippi, Kansas City, Texas. Yeah. And it amazes me. Yo, Great Wealth. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, he's been great. That was Menji. But it amazes me. I want to show y'all a building, Tartarian building that I used to go to all the time and show people in New York. I forget what street it was on, but this building right here, I want to show you this because it's important to know your history. If you're going to be talking reparations, they couldn't have me sitting up on no board because I'll start naming buildings and shit. They'd be like, who is this guy? You know, I did that one before when I was in New York. They was like, oh, no, we need him gone. I'm serious. This building right here, I can't expand it, but this right here, this fake-ass cathedral is a Tartarian building. Oh, it's still there. I think.
I'm working there.
And down on the bottom part, around the side, you can see the window arches that go down. And you know there's levels that go down. And there's even an arch that looked like it was for a door. You feel me? I mean, peace, brother. Joshua, what's going on? Oh, no, you fine, brother. You ain't late, brother. Beloved, just make sure y'all get them likes up, man. I appreciate it, man. So we can get this to a bigger audience. I respect you guys. I really do. And we're just basically touching. I really wanted more people to come in here and let that vibration, your voice, your vibration, be heard, because I want people to see that this site is about seriousness, that we're going to address some topics sometimes without all the uncordial and all the negative connotations and everything. We can do stuff very respectfully, very eloquent, very intellectual, and based upon our intelligence. I think it's of the utmost importance because a lot of our people are running around in the fog, and who better than self? But what they say, the tribe. If you say the family, who takes care of the family? The tribe, who takes care of the tribe? The clan. See, the clan is the family, part of the family network. The tribe is over the clan, but the clan has made it different clans. But then you have the nation. If we ain't building on that and having these conversations, how is it going to get out there? How is it going to be heard? How are people going to have an input? People still believe this is a competition, I think, and that's sad. The competition is with yourself, and if you ain't having that conversation or that competition with self, then how are you going to better yourself? I made it known for a day and a half that I was going to have to bring this because I saw too much. It was just, no, man, we need to have this discussion because so many people are lacking responsible facts, and it's more than what I just went over. There's more. I got like 20 things to go across. There's plenty of information that just, if I allowed it, it would have me stumped. I can't afford that. I can't afford no stress, no feelings, no emotions bound to it. What I can do is with this and my gut instincts, my gut feeling, I can draw upon a breath that can alleviate and have this discussion that I believe is pertinent because we're worried about the wrong things. Too many people are worried about the wrong things, and they don't know how. These people know how to play this game. What did I say in that one article? Talking about we're going to look at it. Who is eligible? How? When they know the truth. How in the hell? See, this is what I'm talking about. Excuse my language. Let me back the track up. They know. It's like, yay, they're in the back room smoking a big ass $2,000 cigar and making 50-cent bets. Watch how these little knucklehead niggers act. Watch they get all excited and everything. Watch how they mediate between themselves like as if they're going to get something. Nobody sees this game. I'm tired of hearing about reparations myself. They're gonna give it, right? If they say they gave it, right, to 1 or 2 states, Negroes in them states, it'll be a week or 2 before they completely, the economy's collapsed. These people just don't see it. We are in a recession. We have been, since during the war. They just keep printing and appeasing people's emotions while they Lucifer, Satan, Beelzebub, Molech, whatever the fuck is dancing, watching, like, with patience. I can't wait to burn this motherfucker down. That's an opinion. I'm not giving no energy. I don't care. But it amazes me. It really does. It's like I didn't even build this model for Halloween. Because I said I'm gonna build this and I'm gonna paint it red, white, and blue. Oh, y'all think I ain't joking, man? I was getting all my paints and everything together. I got all my reds and I got all my colors ready to hit it. Built my little paint booth, the new paint booth. I even stopped with my car I was working on because I want to go ahead red, white, and blue. I want to make a little with plastic. I want to make a little Uncle Sam hat on it and everything. I want to do a diorama in the background beside the one that came with it. I want to say, look at us, great old America. Let me see, what was that? Oh, here they go. Here they go. Here they go again. Same old son again. By the perversion. I got rid of it. This may be a silly question, but don't you think reparations is just another tactic of divide and conquer? Pale faces will be more biased towards us, and police brutality and vigilante crap will increase. Of course, I was going to tap on that. I was going to read an article. Thank you. I grew up with her, y'all. Y'all mind your man is true. Because she's beautiful as I'm talking about like a 12 on the dime chart. Anyway, yeah, huh? Yo, for sure. Of course. Without a doubt. And hate from the Negroes that don't get nothing. Pay attention to what I was saying, key words. The things that Negroes don't get.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all, she would be on here. She's a nurse and a few other things, but I'm not going to have her on here, all right? I got enough of y'all that need to come on in here. Very well. What's going on? West Side. Now, I know you got, he might be on the road even though he joined in. Trauma. I know y'all, because these brothers know some stuff too. You dig what I'm saying? And I respect them brothers like I respect all my family here. Joshua Northern, you welcome to come in too and share your peace of mind. I just find it all right, to the people who the feelings and emotions drive, right? I would say just stay in the background and watch. Keep it, don't voice too much, just pay attention. For those who are a little more in tune with their emotions and feelings, and they have excuse me, I should turn away, but they have they're not letting you in, brother. Damn, I can't even send you what you call personal can I can't even send you a personal, brother, on here. That's kind of weird. I might be able to do it from now. I can't even do it from there. That sucks, brother. They really see this is what I'm talking about. So many people have to deal with so much hypocrisy and the sociopaths, whether working or not. We're dealing with that in this so-called world that we're in. We have a lot of work to do, man. Like I said, man, I would hate to be in a position to have to do some kind of work like this by myself. Thankful I am not. Uh, we're going to have more conversations because there's about 12 other things based upon the platform, these platforms that I want to discuss. But I need to read. I need to get through these books, and I need for you guys to see something different. I ordered today with my cash because $10 is still there, Rondo. I appreciate you, brother. Look, y'all know how I am. $10 still there. I went ahead and spent $78 on this book. That it's a powerful book. And it's based on the sociology, my major sociology. I think it can address a lot of things as far as the hemispheres of how we operate. We don't really tap into our right hemisphere. We don't have this. We have this tie-dye of effect going on in our head. We don't know how to central and to mitigate it, to breathe and practice it. We have this correlation. Like sometimes when you listen to a radio or a TV show, have any of y'all ever paid attention that maybe you can only hear certain words and stuff in your right ear and you can't hear it in your left? Do you know that is a certain frequency that they're doing on purpose? Because what it does is that's the programming to hit the left hemisphere. I'm just giving you a little information. Now, there is some things I could have said in the beginning that got everybody up in here talking. But if I got to create drama for you to get up on here and say something, and this book, I could right now, I got a bunch of books for dummies. I can control a lot of narratives. I'm not here to do that. I want to see people take the control back. And you are not going to do it by sitting idly by. What kind of pussy shit is that?
The way of the coward is not the way.
No, that's a greater saying. There's a better saying, but yeah, no, not at all. And no, most people in here are cowards. There's some people looking at it, some people don't care. And I can dig that because I really still don't. Honestly. Yo, Rondo, I was surprised you ain't come up in here. That damn, I was like, wait a minute.
Y'all said 5:30.
I know. I was going to hit you up, man. Look, man, leave it alone, man. But this spot is almost 6 o'clock. What's going on, fam? Did you hear a little bit?
What's going on?
Did you hear a little bit of it, though? Did you hear a little bit?
Say again?
Did you hear a little bit of it, though? A little bit.
No, I just got out the car, got home from work, and I turned on, and y'all already an hour deep.
Oh, my God. You know what? I ate, right? And I was like, okay, I got the tick effect going on. What the fuck? Okay, let me go ahead. I had the music playing for a short period of time. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep early tonight. We're going to get this cracking. It was cracking, brother. Yeah, I was addressing some things. I'm going to give a rough run over. So, other than some pictures from New York, Tartaria I shared, what we went over, I'm getting this updates. We talked about Governor Newsom a little bit. We didn't drag on. We just pointed out as far as California. But we go back to here. I brought up, well, I didn't bring this one up. I'm going to throw this in there now. All right, Japan, right? Japanese internment payouts, right? Well, the act was signed into law by President Ronald Reagan. The act granted each surviving internee $20,000 in compensation. We know they got more than that, equivalent to $39,000 in 2020, with payments beginning in 1990. We know that there's certain individuals who got more than that, but some people didn't come out alive. All right, let me share this now. And even though that's a whole lot later, they want no slaves here. Now, keep this. Israel has up to this date, all right, as far as February, received up to $150 billion. And that's and every year that's $3 billion annually. So if it's 150 billion, 3 divided by 3 billion, how many years does that go back? Now they attempted to say that it started It started in. Let me go back and get it right. I don't want to be saying some misinformation. 2019 short term. We know that they've been doing it since the goddamn 60s. Okay, now let me go on further. And we know who mostly running this freaking country too, right? Converts. Anyway, right? The war, the friggin' war. Whew, child, man. Every time I look at this, $8 trillion post 9/11 wars of Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Iraq. $8 trillion. All right. And I'm not going to get into the budget, but they just kicked up and all that. I discussed that already, right? At 5.8, 2.1%, whatever. Now, the reparation, which I stated what it means, the making of amends for a wrong one has done by paying money to or otherwise helping those who have been wrong. I think fake ass Israel should be paying us. Let me go on. Let me go on. Then we got this teaching reparations 1, WON. Now, this is the curriculum which includes lessons for 3 to 5 week classes. Not plural. I mean, not singular, but plural. Classes. All right. Titled Reparations 1. A case study, become a class. Police torture, racism, and the movement. It goes on, man. I don't even want to. I feel like I'm giving it energy. You know what I'm saying? But the curriculum will be a challenge to teach, and teachers will need strong preparation as well as time to collaborate and plan. All right. Now, who's behind this? Of course, the Black Caucus. The curriculum titled Reparation 1, a case study in police torture, racism, and the movement for justice in Chicago, provides for instructions in 8th grade. Like, they want people to be enslaved mentality. Then I went over and started having this conversation about certain groups. You got reparations working group. There's a bunch of them, okay? You got reparations rise to number 1 priority based upon the Congressional Black Caucus poll. And then I broke down the numbers, and I believe the highest percent of Democrats, and then not all of them, out of 56%, was a 57.5% vote that won yay. The majority of white Republicans, nothing. And they want us to come and vote for them, but I'm the original Republican. I have an issue with that. You have the House lawmakers advance historic bill to form reparations commission. Let me say this again. They have the House lawmakers advance historic bill. They passed through an historic bill to just form a reparations commission. Do you see will Congress pass reparations for slavery? Now that's based on March 23rd, 2022. And well, we know that they have. I just read the 57.5%. The game is the trap. You see everything, you heard everything I just read. Do you see how there's nothing conclusive regardless of the bill passing the House Senate floor? It's a game. Why? I made a statement based upon opinion that a week or 2 weeks before everything comes crashing down, they'll hit it up. And if they don't, most Negroes that get it, they only have it for 2 to 6 months, and you have the other Negroes who ain't got shit robbing. Yo, what's good, Lamont? Hey, you welcome to come on the panel too, family. You feel me? Yeah, I know, man. I wish we can get you in here, brother. Straight, yes, it is. It is a trap. I appreciate it. Yes, I believe so. I hope everybody's getting something from this. I really do. I appreciate you coming in, Ron. I know one of my other right hands is coming in. I know Trauma probably worked today too as well. He's like y'all. Westside be at the studio. He might be at the studio now. He'd be putting in some hours. I don't know how that brother be getting them. Man, he made me feel like me when I was getting 2 hours of sleep a night, man. 2 kids and everything. Yeah, we got a bunch of good brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? And I know Ripple, she would definitely be on here running y'all heads with circles. Trust me. And I know you definitely have something to say, Grey Wolf. You probably a little more senior than me, and you have a little more knowledge based on the circumstances where you live as well. I appreciate because I always used to be around the older and wiser ones. You know what I'm saying? I believe that is of importance in the time when so many have been taken away from us. You know what I mean? It amazes me at the words they use too. Historic bill. How many times have they've said this? You see what I'm saying? It amazes me. Too foreign. Not saying the bill was passed that we have this. You see what I'm saying? We passed the bill to form. It's like we're gonna make a coalition, but we're going to war tomorrow. Like what the? You get where I'm coming from? As a veteran, I see these things kind of like flipped up on their head, and I'm sitting there saying, "Come on, man." I mean, I got some brothers in South America. I wish they would come on. I really do, and they could give y'all a hoo-ha of a truth. I mean, brothers, I love dearly. Colombia, a number of places. I could go through it right now. And they could tell y'all on the dynamics, but they got to be careful too. You know what I'm saying? That's reality. I wish some of my brothers down there in Florida would come on and over in the Carolinas and speak, because there's some things going on, man, that's just, when we talk about reparations, we talk about the 21 to 27 trauma, there you go. We talk about the 21 to 27 cities that were flooded, literally buried underwater or mud. The ones, not even talking about the ones burnt up or blown up. What's up, Trump? What's going on, family?
Blessings, blessings. How we feel out there?
Oh, good, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Blessings, yes.
Hey, listen, I'm like Rondo. I just walked in, but I'm gonna get on. But I wanted to say this. I'm hearing a lot of the how you say, the vernacular on reparations for slavery. I'm thinking that what's happened to our indigenous folk here is worse than slavery. I think it goes around that genocide thing. I know people got different definitions. So restitution, for me, this is just me personally. I mean, if they cut a reparations check to all the so-called black people, I get it. But restitution, get that land, reparations, get that money, and then I don't know what the other, eviction notices. That's the last one. We got to start sending out some eviction notices. I'm going to go on mute, get my feathers tightened up, and then I'll jump back in, but I'll be here.
Actually, I was going to, thank you, brother. So that's what I'm talking about. Genocide, you know, I had it on it. I had to go to it. The deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group. Thank you, brother. Yeah, you know, I just didn't want to put it out. Yeah, appreciate that. He nail on the head, nail in the coffin of the lie. That is us, as well as many Paleskins. But they were given an opportunity for a short period of time from the 1920s to be where they're at right now, that ran through and really got his ground hold in the 1950s. See, most Pelicans don't know that they've only been privileged for 60 to 70 years now. And they've been fucking that up. See, they don't know the truth. They believe they were kings and queens and shit. No. The only motherfucker that was long lived was that thing that just died, Croak, supposedly. If she ain't in another land on another island somewhere. But I'm just saying. That's it. And even that was stolen from a mulatto. People can say what they want. They always talk about, we got these pictures and paintings. Yeah, George Orwell says different, and so is about 30 other pale-skinned historians. So, whoopee dicky die, whatever, yay. You know, it's, if we don't move beyond the division and separation that was created by a lie, we are never going to compensate ourselves with just the truth. The truth will set you free. I remember getting my ass whooped, hearing that. Tell me, Jimmy, did you do it? Oh, I didn't do it. Still got my ass whooped. The truth didn't set shit free. But in this, excuse my language, on this medium, the truth will set a lot of ignorance out the door. And it's coming, and not just from Miss Jane Elliott. It's coming from a whole lot of folks. People just don't want to hear it. You know why? It makes them uncomfortable. Well, you need to be uncomfortable. Maybe you want to go upstairs and put a suit on and come down here talking about with a towel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like the best is about to go around. So when Mrs. Elliott and Miss So-and-so, yes, please put it in there. And no. The hell with all that fried tuck shit. Y'all need to know that when you accept the truth, it allows your ass to breathe a little easier. Chop the high. Yeah, hey, peep it. You come on and pop that out here, brother. 1904, you're very correct. I say 1875, but you know, that's a whole nother dynamic. Definitely. Definitely. 1904. Definitely. Oh, I don't want to get into that. You can talk about that, brother. Yes. You come on the panel, brother. But he hit it on the head, man. Because again, it's a million times worse than the killing fields. A million times worse. West Side. I know you at the studio, right, fam? If you down there in Phoenix and you about that music or Texas, make your way over to my brother right there, man. Lay a track for you. You hear me? We have allowed people to address things that, yes, can be utilized appropriately by those of us. Like on my mom's side, POWs, slaves, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not African American, though, indigenous. To assist in the which called Micmac and the Pequot. Yeah. There were tribes in Ananoia, or the Wolf Clan, who went to assist them, who were ringing the bells, who saved a lot of the Micmac and the Pequot. But they paid a price, heavy. My father's side by that time was fighting some kind of war. I don't know what, but they was fighting giants and shit. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, they went over and started fighting them because they were helping the so-called English, but they weren't helping the English. That was all a lie. That's a pure, blatant lie in history. It was just sporadic fighting. And people wanting to be in charge in positions that was falsely being guaranteed, as if we were going to be invaded, which happened in the 1920s and 40s. That was the real invasion, the real slave ships from Lower Africa and Europe. And they came here to put on uniforms and fight us. When I told people, and I had the picture showing that we were the original police officers, where you find that at? Oh, you think y'all just all of a sudden became police officers out of thin air? You think Bass Reeves was the only one? He ran with a team of over 500. Like, make it make sense. But nobody want to have that conversation. And you know the world, like, we got to get rid of these little uppity little yellow niggas. They know too much. Oh, yeah, the ones with the engines. Yeah. You feel me? And nobody wants to address the monkey in the room. You hear me? Nobody wants to address it. Why? Because it makes them uncomfortable. Don't forget gentrification. Oh, but that's happening now. That's happening right now. Now it ain't even just pale skins in the Negro neighborhoods and change it around and up the price, which is false. Mostly behind that. Now it's liberals moving into Republican neighborhoods to bring homosexuality and everything else that goes against all that, which is God and country. And a lot of them is first generation Americans. I gotta laugh at that. I'm sorry, too. And it's the truth. You feel me? That's what you see. I just would like to see people remove the cloak of desperation, the cloak of secrecy, the cloak of lies, and come on out and be forthright. I believe the only time that happened was when they believed they took every gun from everybody and subjugated people to a monetization system, and when they watch you move and what you look at 24/7. I'm sliding. Let me see. Sliding back over here. I got so much information on this thing. I'm talking about hundreds. Oh, and let me see if I can pull this up. I want y'all to see this lie. This is such a lie, and they have changed it. I'm trying to see. I'm attempting to see if I can find the original one. And I want to look at who minted it. But this is what made a lot of Pelicans think they could play us. And this is one part of 1904 that I always alert to. And you know, if any of y'all got a clue of what I'm about to show you, please speak up. I want to show y'all this. This is what made everybody believe in the lie. Okay? Let me scroll through these pictures. I want y'all to see this. I can't enlarge it though. I'm gonna turn it around and show you right now. It's the 1904 United States of America penny head. That was a false description created by those who were calling themselves natives in that period of time, the way of Washington, New York, Chicago, the occupation during and after the World's Fair, to establish themselves on a copper penny to later which went to a dime. Are y'all aware of that? It's been systemic and slow. When did the $5 Indian thing start?
Prior to 1904.
Pull it up. I'm not gonna scroll. Look, man, if I start scrolling, bro, I'll be scrolling all day. No, I'm serious, y'all. I'll be scrolling all day to go find it. Even though it's there, it's probably still running. Okay, I'll be scrolling. When I say I got thousands of tabs open on here, I ain't kidding, y'all. Thousands, y'all. It's still going. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all can't even see that, can you? It's still going. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I found 1893.
Bam! I was gonna show it. Bam! Do y'all see the close proximity and relationship to establish a new identity once we have been subjugated? Then what else did they have? What was the next war? But the wars were ongoing. See, people always talking about the Civil War. They forget about the Mexican War, the Continental, the Texas War, the Mississippi and the Florida War that was ongoing up until 19-something, 1918, whatever. Nobody knows this truth. And they lack the responsibility to search it out because they love what the so-called fake history system, the fake history class gave them. And then right there, you're only how many years away from 1904? You're only how many years away from World War I? The second phase of destroying more totalitarian buildings in history, especially in the Africa campaign. You know, there was a great city in so-called Africa that looked like Atlantis. It had moat and these giant mud-packed walls. There was in this big rings with two inner cities. That was a place where there was a great man whose cousin betrayed him with the great wall that's out there, was betrayed and fell. All that had to be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? So I don't like talking. There's everybody out here talking that indigenous aboriginal shit. If I went ahead and did it, I would just give more information because they don't know this information. See, this is what I'm saying. That's why I don't get into that no more because I see people saying they this and they that and they this, and I'm like, they're talking about everything that me and a number of people know about, and it's like, what is it accomplishing? We need to be talking about shit like this, reparations, the fact that it's bullshit. Excuse my language. But it is. Please hold the fort for me. I gotta get some water. I'm thirsty, y'all. Move. Get your little fucking butt out the way. Somebody.
I missed the question. What did you say, Carvark? I missed it.
Oh yeah. I had to turn the patio porch lights on. Excuse me, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, to get that out and get some water right quick.
All right, fire in the hole.
All this morning up until about 4 or 5 o'clock before I ate, I didn't drink hardly nothing. No water,
Damn,
just the
I was
tea.
on mute the whole time.
Just that tea. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, that tea.
Hold on, what was that? Also the year pale skin slavery ended in the Americas. Yes, women and children. Yes, very correct. Roughly around that time. Actually, it went a little further, so indentured, but yes, because there were people who were doing house cleaning and stuff up to the 1920s and even 30s. And what was that? All right, so source article. California group votes to limit reparations to slave descendants. Limit. Wow. And that's, I bet, liberal. Look at that, y'all. So it's within the chat. Y'all can tap on it for those of you who are split screen and do that. It amazes me. Everything amazes me.
Yeah.
Everything amazes me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm coming in double, brother.
No, you fine. You fine over here.
Oh, okay. That might be on your which call. You might want to check your Great Wolf. It could be them. We don't got no energy though. Damn, Ronald, what temperatures out there, man? You down there in Tucson, man? What's up?
It's like 65, I think. The sun went down, so the temperature dropped out here in the desert.
Yo, man, you out there like you cold, boy. I was out there in 48.
That's your bag. I like the heat. I'm ready for summertime to come back.
Man, I like spring. I like with the rain and all that good stuff. Well, I don't want it to rain right now with all that stuff they spraying. There's too much stuff coming down. Because I was looking at when everybody got the flu. It was in England, Germany, everywhere. At one time, I think these bastards flew all, and only in certain countries. I said they just went out here to experiment with one of their deadly little viruses, in my opinion. Because, I ain't been sick in 4 years, and all of a sudden I had a little snippet going up, green and yellow boogies. What in the smack? I was like, what is this? Hold on now. And I said, wait a minute. Started breathing. I had to hyperventilate my goddamn self. Hello. What up?
Hey, Cherokee.
Salute. What's going
Salute,
on?
Cherokee.
Salute.
What was that, Rep? What is this reparation crap teaching our children? It's teaching. You know what it's going to teach? Because you got to think about critical race theory. It's going to teach hate. Isn't that the job always been the job of the Democrats? And then the Republicans is to act out on it. See, this is what people don't pay attention to. One is inclusive to the other. If I'm wrong, somebody please say, "Oh, Red, you're wrong right there." I'll be like, "Okay, my apologies. Okay, I was wrong." But from what I've seen and what I've learned, they play on each other. You dig what I'm saying?
Divide and conquer.
And it's been working, disturbingly so.
Well, if I may,
Yeah, trauma, please.
I've noticed that in recent years, every time one of those factions tries to put a ploy together, it usually backfires big time. So if the idea is to, hey, let's promote, let's talk about, let's stir the pot on this thing called reparations. A lot of it has to do with the dialogue and how you're applying it. So earlier I had mentioned the word restitution. People got, some people got to go and Google it up and see how it applies. And when you take the so-called slavery, because they've what do they call that? They blackbirded us with the black with slavery. Slavery is synonymous with black. Black is synonymous with. What I'm saying is, if we change the what they call the narrative,
the vernacular.
We change the narrative and we start referring to it as restitution for the genocide of the original people, and you start spinning that around, I think you'll have a larger effect. Then it'll kind of force people to actually go back into their genealogy, because it's too easy for so-called black kids, even in elementary and high school, whatever, that you tell them slavery, they've already been indoctrinated. Oh yeah, you're black, so you was a slave. Salute, Cherokee. I see you. Thank you, sister. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. My approach has been is to fix up the vocabulary, take the emotion out of it, so it doesn't become I'm gonna hate them. You take that sting out of it. You sprinkle some of that truth in there, and let them go get their restitutions. Find out who you is, find out where your folks is from, then start digging up on the land. Start digging up on the land. And then, to be honest, we are our own reparations. I have to deal with you, Brother Red Wolf. I have to do business with you. We take them in the system. We stay out of their system.
Yes. Yes.
Rondo, if I get to meet up with you this weekend, that'll be great. But that's the things that we have to do. We have to do trade treaties amongst ourselves.
Commerce and barter.
Yes.
And under the barter, which we're still under.
Yeah.
I learned that in law.
Right.
I was like, holy smack, what are we doing?
Yeah. And and we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. You and I are supposed to be trading ammo.
Exactly.
Corn for maize and
getting together and saying we're gonna meet midway. We're gonna go on this acre. We're gonna build a greenhouse, and you and I and those and mitigate to check it and work it. Around every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is what we're supposed to be doing.
That's
and then from that we can have our own consortium of fiat. See, our people don't know how to think like that, though, brother.
No, that's why we gotta do it.
Yeah, and that's why I had to want to have this conversation, because reparations, and we've all talked restitution. I know we all have seen it. It's bullshit. This reparations is bullshit. It won't accomplish nothing but create more problems.
Right. No,
excellent, brother.
All right.
Excellent. God, dog, man, that was right, spot on. You see that? Spot on. And Tomahawk's right, man. And they don't want to have that conversation, restitution. Because see, not only would they have to give us restitution, now all them orphans, great grandbabies who run around, though they had a little moment of 70 years of privilege, they've been fucking up. They have to think about the restitution on that level. Right.
And we're the trendsetters, so we would be the ones that have to initiate it.
Exactly. As usual.
Yep. Change the talking points, give clear and concise examples, and make it undeniable.
Facts. Because you see what they did with the civil rights movement. Exactly. Everybody using that.
Yeah, who's supposed to be civil?
The Black Panthers.
Civil?
A meal for every child, every school. Everybody's using that as if they created it. I don't even go through the nurses because there weren't no nurses in the school at the time. Black Panthers created that.
Word. Real talk. Real talk.
They didn't want nothing to do with the African movement. Ain't that right? The PLO? They didn't want nothing to do with them. So how did all of a sudden Fred had the son all around this African bullshit? See, we have this satire before us that we must not allow to distract any more of our children. I had a conversation with somebody this morning when I went out, talking about these are, I was at the witch call saying these are not lemons. And lady told her, what do you mean they ain't lemons? It's not the lemons I remember we grew. These damn things look like they meant for the commercial. Y'all, and she said, y'all, I walked up to her and says, don't you say that shit to me because I'll knock your ass all the way down up into the register. She looked at me and she could see I was blank. She was stuttering. I said, you must be fucking California, motherfucker. You in the wrong place. And the lady that working at Navajo knows me really good. She loved me. Oh, calm down, Red Wolf. And the lady looked at me, Red Wolf. I said, what the fuck is you? And I walked back out because I said, I got to get up out of here. Because I've been slid up in between them little automated damn little things that YouTube made.
Pie-yow.
I'm not tolerating none of that from nobody.
Yeah, you just got to remind certain individuals whose continent they're on, and that's usually enough to shake their soul. Figure out, hey, who? Wait a minute, whose continent you think you on?
Exactly.
You ain't gotta call them a pilgrim all the time.
Exactly. And pilgrims, the worst thing to call them. That's not what they are.
You gotta call them a pilgrim.
The original pilgrims, the original Deutschland and Scotch, they were niggas. I hate that word, but I'm just saying they were melanated. Excuse me. Clean that up. Well, they were. I seen the books when I was in Edinburgh, Scotland. I was like, what's this? All these peeps with the dark lines in the face, looking like something, what's the name off the Peanuts? Oh. And the dude was like, oh, yeah, well, those are the ones that first got over there. I was like, no. I looked at him and I said, Negros? He said, I was like, well, can I take this book with me? And they told me we can't bring back food and nothing. I can get guns overseas. I couldn't bring nothing else. We were sneaking books back onto the ship. It's all over, man. It's all over everywhere, except for here. You got to literally dig to see the truth. And I didn't feel no kind of way. I stood up over her, telling her like, you from California, huh? And you can see my face get squinched up a little bit. I said, I'm telling you something good. And you got the little attitude like you don't know me. And I always say my land. I always. That's when the Navajo woman came over to bed. Well, calm down, baby. Oh, I'm calm. When she turned around, she's in the wrong place. Man, I will slide your ass up into the. She be checking out real quick. She chings. All you see is a damn receipt come out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I do it with the feathers, and I'll be like, hey, I need to see your green card.
Janet.
I need to see your green card.
Yes. 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 Let me please. I don't care what color card it is. You need to pull it out.
Green card.
And some of them now these days got a brother card. You know that's that going on, right?
They can just leave. Don't even show me the card.
No hate at all now, for real. I got to have a melanated sister. I don't care about nothing. I don't care what language you speak, but she got to be melanated. Preferably from here. Now, if one come up trying to look like the one that sat with the little boy and had to do babies and she got the little OnlyFans now. Nah, she wearing too many curly hair wigs. She can't get it. No. I got to have melanated. I got to have aboriginal, indigenous. I got to have that original. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now y'all know where the word ab come from, right? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Negra. Come out and play.
Most people don't know a lot of stuff, but it's good that we have these platforms to build upon. You see what I'm saying? And use them in a way that's proficient. I would love to get about, and this is the funny thing, because on an acre, you could build 4 homes in a cul-de-sac on 1 acre, or 3 homes on an acre, right? You can get 4 or 5 people together, 500 apiece, and get just like that with 5 people, all right, $2,500. You can go out and get 2 acres, depending. Right now, though, you can, especially. But people don't think like that. But they want to be in a certain area, a certain place. Man, I want to be 4,000, 5,000 feet up. I want to be where they think grass can't grow. I want to be where I know I can dig into the mountaintop and get water, because they don't know how water really traverses. They don't get it. People don't know this.
You just got to improve.
Yeah, but the thing is, you gotta have first. You have to have people who are willing to accept the responsibility here and in here. Most people aren't even responsible here.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all responsible for their thoughts, words, or actions. So again, it's just going to be our newest, latest fad, or next coolest thing the Negroes are doing. And that is being about our trade, our commerce, our treaties, our agreements, our what is that thing when our terms and conditions,
yes,
amongst ourselves, and we just have to just do that. Do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, I did have an idea. When it comes next political season, I want Red Wolf. I want you to hold a class on how to unregister to vote. I want to see how that.
Oh yeah, I would definitely do that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh definitely.
To vote.
Yes.
I want to see how that works.
Right now, I'm removing them because they asked me in Phoenix. They sent me a letter in Phoenix. They know you can't have somebody driving 4 or 5 miles away to go to a court duty to remove myself from there, and I'll let y'all know how I went about doing that.
Yeah.
Because I can call and let them know, but you got to actually go to the courthouse. You got to take what do you call it? You got to fill out what you call it? Did you take
affidavit?
Affidavit.
Yeah.
And you have to submit it to them.
Okay. There you go.
Go into that little room. They got the little thing for making payments. Yeah. And you say you are no longer party to this party.
Right. Well, we'll get in deep when it comes time, because I think that's going to probably the next move is people that are giving the system energy need to find out places where they can just start. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna keep that energy. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna be an Indian giver. I'm gonna start taking shit back. Rescind the registration. Yes, Cherokee. Yes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just start taking our energy back out of it. It's already on its last breath. We, to be honest, I think a lot of us are just holding it up and we're not aware of it.
But what is it, trauma? Everybody's living in a perversion and don't know that they're perverse in the perversion.
Yeah. Yep. Like what was that dude in the Matrix? He was sitting there up there with the agent eating some stuff, and he's like, "Man, I know this ain't steak.
Real. Yes,
I know this ain't steak, but you know what? The truth, the truth is, I'd rather just stick with the lie. Just
would kill for it. Would kill for it.
And would kill for it. Give me some A1 sauce and then sprinkle it on this shit. I don't know what the hell it is. I'm gonna believe in the lie."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna help you catch my boys, the righteous ones. What they call that? A Benedict Arnold. Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember I was in Jayville, Florida, right? Yeah. And I was talking to this young brother. One of the guys I served with, his younger brother. He riding around. He got the woo-wop in his car. Jacksonville, the Ville. Got a couple of boys in there, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Well, we hunting some zoos." I said, "Bro, so you hunting your own people for what?" He says, "I just like doing it." He said, "I like doing it." I said, "Bro," "Do you know where you're going up?" He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna get locked up and dead. It's all good." I said, "All right, bro, you have a good day." I'm not here to save a motherfucker.
That part. That part.
I really need to learn our language. I only know a few words. You speaking it now, Vic. I'm not talking about ancient, because that language nobody's speaking. You speaking language, you need this language right here. You just need to learn the linguistics of it, what it means. I'm not saying learn legalese. I'm saying I bet you have an excellent accent. See, they mimic us in everything we do. Everybody in Georgia, Texas, Mississippi, the Bayou, Florida, Georgia, they speak with our accent.
The God's English.
Yeah.
The God
God's language. Exactly.
language, yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Because it is recorded that we spoke multitude of languages.
Exactly. We just got caught up in the devil's language of English, Spanish, Irish.
Johnny Rockefeller and David Rockefeller wasn't playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morgan, all of them motherfuckers, they weren't playing. They got together. They was worshiping they Satan or whatever. I don't care what they was worshiping, Moloch, whatever the boobity bop. All right. And they sat back when we was running around fighting, and they came up with a solution.
Right. Well, now they fighting. They fighting and they in a delusion of a holy day. I think we need to be making moves while they distracted with Russian saints and
Well, we're gonna have a good little sit down up in the front here. We're gonna have a little conversation. It ain't gonna be shooting, and everybody gonna come in. We're gonna grab a seat.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little talk.
Yeah, Zelensky's and Monica Lewinsky's dresses begging for give me more. It's chaotic, but let them do them. We need to be doing us.
Well, everything that you see going on, that everybody sees going on, when I say you, everybody sees going on, is to outsource as much as possible to make us have as least as possible. So when whatever's going to happen from those sources, that we're in a catch-22. And people don't want to see that because they're comfortable, even in this excrement storm that we in. And nobody's been talking about the 30-something floods, the mysterious tornadoes and hurricanes. Have nobody talked about them? Not even the media, nor the lives lost. But everybody loves sitting right where they at, comfortably.
Let them eat cake, man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna give him some icing. Oh, you want a pecan with that, man? Hold on, cuz. I got a little pumpkin pie over here.
Scoop of ice cream with it too.
And sprinkles.
And sprinkles. Yeah. Right there, off the elbow. Straight like that. Yeah, man.
I ordered 2 of them green joints from Walmart because I'm thinking about taking the stuff out of the dining room and setting them up in here. And I can grow 6 marijuana plants, so I got the seeds, and I'm gonna get that going when I go to the other shed and get them heat lamps out. I'm gonna set them up right in here and get it all going.
Get it going, man.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm about to do. So I'm waiting for them to come in. I got the little bigger one, so it'd be like 2 in here. About, I think it's like 9 feet. What is it? 8, 9 feet? You know, the green ones. I think they're 8 and 9 feet tall. Because I'm going to do the PVC pipe in there.
Oh, okay.
Water tray underneath, the big black water tray right in here. And
Man,
run from the sink. Yeah, right in here. Yeah.
You better get a pot and get some dirt and some water and some decent light.
No. I'm going to do that right in here. Man, look, I'm talking about by what made it? By what greens and grass. No, man, no. On the res, I had a big 1/10 of an acre garden. I had 12 rows of corn, 220-year-old seeds. I had the watermelons, the celery, the cabbage, the everything, broccoli, you name it, collard greens, lettuce, everything. Grape tree. The grapevines, you put in the big water thing, and you let them get to a certain point. When they start budding, you put them in the dirt, and boom, 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 let it go. Comes a big bonds. I had all that. And I had to go after what happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm done. Well, I end up with a whole bunch of holes in the ground out here.
Yeah.
And everybody knew it. I even had guys tell me, I'll help you. I was like, no, I'm just going to leave. See, we got to be able to mitigate between ourselves to do the right thing. And a lot of times the right thing isn't the right thing. Because we're sitting in this perverse system. We have to just we have to detract something. We have to remove ourselves. Our obligation should lie with self and those like us.
Right.
You
Yep.
know? And man, I need to roll me a joint. I ain't smoked weed in so long now. Let me chill. Okay. Be respectful.
Take it easy, brother. Take it easy,
yeah.
brother. Take it easy. Take it easy.
I don't need it. I just,
Man, this construction shit, this construction work, man, you don't understand. I'm on fire still right now. Still on fire.
like construction work.
All this concrete pouring and stripping and it's all our culture, and it's the craziest thing. All of the Italians, all of the Russians. I said, who taught you guys? A brother from Mississippi named Jim. Funny thing. He taught everybody here in New York. And you ask them who taught them, they don't want to say. They're ashamed. I said, don't be ashamed. Daddy love y'all. That's why Daddy came in New York to teach you. It's okay. Don't be upset.
Right.
It's fine.
That's right.
Can't be mad. Listen, that's the way of the world. Y'all don't like it, but it is what it is.
Exactly.
You know, I take my punches and my pain like a man. I love what I do. You know,
and in Manhattan, because I know Manhattan, I did a little construction out there. I was running up damn wheelbarrows like a damn, like you thought I was going on the Greyhound, the racetrack, like I was a horse or something. I said, man, I get off work. I'm like, thank goodness they paying me good, because I used to go to the library, wouldn't get on the bus to go home, but just go sit there for like an hour. Just
sitting down.
What the hell? And I got to do this again tomorrow. What in the world? But the pay was good. Man.
That's why I'm making my way out.
I know how to lay bricks. I know, Hey.
That's all us all day. And it's crazy because when they don't know you know how to do it, and I'll take the trial, I'll finish the car. They're like, who taught you how to do that? I said, oh, this is genetics. This is just natural. We electrical people. We the light, right? So you should be able to finesse that wrist work. It's not difficult.
Wait a second now, yo.
Not that girlfriend stuff, but girlfriend. You got your pointed trowel, and they surprised you throwing that mud that way. You know how to point. You know how to make sure everything is pointed too. Everything's even going up each level, and they surprised that you. They said, "Who taught you?"
Yeah, you move that wrist too fast and be like, "Give me that."
Oh
spatula.
yeah. Oh
give me
yeah.
that spatula.
Man, it's amazing things, man.
But it's real talk, man. We're builders, we're innovators, we're the original. So again, we just gotta show and prove. We just gotta do it, build it, sing it, slang it, rock it, sock it. That's what we do, man.
But you know what? Like I said, if we was to take the time to come together, as you mentioned as well, and yeah, we could change the narrative all the way around. Easily.
And we do it, and we start by doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
What you guys doing? Y'all going out? Y'all going to the club? You're going to do the thing? No, we over here building something.
Exactly.
We're over here building something. What are you building? Oh, building the future.
That's right.
We're planting some food. Really? It's December. Yeah, I know. But that sun hit that window. That sun hit that window.
24/7. 364.
Exactly. 28. What is it? 28 and 13s.
28-13. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, people don't know about that, right? Be careful on here, man. Be careful.
We on a new moon. We're on the eve of a new moon. What you talking about?
Yeah. Word.
I got
Yo, like,
seeds
yo.
now.
Hey, that's what I said. We speaking our language. People just don't know it.
Right. Go
But they
ahead,
learn.
Rep Lloyd. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Rep Lloyd. Much respect to the construction workers.
For
My
sure.
dad did 30 years on skyscrapers in New York and Newark. Yes, sir.
And New Jersey. That's right. That's right. What's that, Mac V? Lots of land here in North Carolina, very reason. But you know what? I'm gonna say this, and I don't want to say it on here. I'd rather do it in code. Them East Coast man's going to be an issue sometime soon. You know why they go out when the winds are blowing in and they spray from the outside the coastline? Because it will have effect like Florida with the mosquito and the malaria and everything down there that killed hundreds of thousands of our people. Seminoles. California. When that summer, when everybody started fighting and killing one another, I think it was a couple of years ago when they admitted to it, the sea ice spraying up and down the coastline and had everybody tripping out.
Yeah, that's real talk. Chemical warfare.
Yes.
Chemical warfare.
Yes. Freezing cold weather. He's eating. It looks better. Yeah. Your pops ain't no joke, man. I love him too. Love him too. Love pops. Pa Dukes. Yeah. You know how my grandma was. She retired as a nurse at 82 years old. You know, we built different.
That's right.
Man, a few melanated and a few pale faces. The work ethic was ridiculous, and the Spanish outshine. Sad to say, but you got to look at the quality of work. Our quality of work will never be outmatched. Our quality of work will never be outmatched by none. None.
They surprised at me. They're like, "You Spanish?" I say, You be surprised. You talking to daddy. You just don't know. You just don't no ego, none of that. Just come and do what we gotta do and go. Quality, always. No messes, none of that.
I knew Joker's brothers on crack who was out working everybody. And you would see them kind of slow, talking about I ain't had my wake up. Nigga, take $10. Go, bye. Go. And then come back. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, no, I don't want none of that there, bro. No. Okay, all right, keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm dead ass serious. I don't condone it, but the truth is, our quality work is different and it's hidden. Everybody else is about getting over. It ain't about the quality. It's about the quantity. And that's when we started going for the quantity, we started losing out. We forgot how important the quality of who we are was and still is. Otherwise, we wouldn't have made all these converts, millions and billions in the music. Sneakers, Adidas, and Nikes, Pumas, we used to pay $10 for when we was breakdancing in the 70s and 80s. All right? We made everything what it is. And then these idiots come along, these Luciferian Satanists, whatever you want to call them, they want to call themselves. And they started having people walking around with tissue paper and square boxes on their shoulders. What's going on? But you know, they started having them walk around with toilet seats around their neck. I'm serious. I was with a couple of them shows. I was like, what am I looking at? Lost. I had my head like, what in the flying? We are about quality. Our children, quality. They're not going to have quality. Listen to some motherfucker pushing fascism, Marxism, totalitarianism, and this, that, and other, divide them from their parents, destroying them. You can call yourself what you want. You can go and get your TT cut off and your PV cut off. You can go and do this and have something. All this nonsense. You hear me? That is not their place. And that is our faults. Who do they think they is to believe that they are all right? Because they done put the police in the schools, man. Like, man. I almost caught a feeling. Let me chill out. Because feeling will catch you. If you catch a feeling, it'll catch you. Quality. Fuck quantity. Or if there's quantity, make sure you got the right people with quality taking care of that quantity. Now they just let anybody. You see how they got everybody fooled with all these goofy Charles Barkley looking like. You see him with that dress on? Looking like he was supposed to be out there in one of them. Oh, my goodness. Running around with Medea. And I'm talking about the bad stepdaughter. You can't make this up. Then I was looking at some of them Converse commercials. What in the flying Fahoozy? What? No, man. See, that's not quality or quantity. Well, it is as far as the narrative of jacked up in the head individuals. Because there's a quality and a quality for that shit. But see, we are about perfection. But we're not made perfect. Isn't it the enemy doing his best to make us imperfect? To facilitate perfection with a group of individuals who are far from it? Do you see that, like you were stating when I walked away? Backwards, reverse, as I always state, upside down, inverted. Who would be the only ones doing that? There's a severe shortage of skilled labor, and it didn't matter the age. They didn't care about the work. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They lied their way through history. There's one guy who does these videos. I commented and it says, "We built that." He says, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's funny how on 900 acres, you have Pelskins and so-called laborers who weren't laborers at all and didn't know how to build shit, could take 900 acres and build this humongous imaginary city in 2 years when I even knew with construction reading blueprints that hell with 400 acres, just digging the ground out and starting to get the foundation poured don't happen in the first year and a half. Then you got to have the blueprints and have everybody who can do their part as far as what's structurally sound, as far as putting down the first girders and everything. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how big the structure is. And we're talking about big structures. So if y'all all of a sudden came over to do that, but you didn't do it, and you lacked the individuals to do it other than to tear down, to destroy, isn't that the reverse? Who built it then? It's common sense, but most people lack common sense. I remember when I was working at New Era Veterans over in Soundview, and the owner, John Laguna, may he rest in peace, came out of me, the owner, and says, "James, I heard you had some masonry and you know how to work running jackhammer and all that." I said, "Yeah." He said, "How would you like to refurbish the rooms?" I said, "Rehab them? Of course. You know, some of them have been on some heavy drugs, Vietnam vets, this, that, and other." So it don't matter. They got to see me sheet rocking, sweating, copper pipes, PVC piping, running electric wires, all that, right? A room a week. Then they had this problem with the French drain, obviously ancient. Said, "We got to go down about 4, 5, 6 feet." I said, "No problem. Just give me 2 jackhammers." I got to doing it by myself, and they saw the progress. It was slow because it was only me. Plastic and off, rooming off, having people go up, moving to a different room. And I had to go this whole hallway to find out where this crack was. And we're talking about 18 rooms in an entertainment room that I had to drill this whole hallway so you can walk on the side to go down in a convex drill it out, and pickaxe. I was swinging that pickaxe so hard, I was breaking them. Now, I was in my 30s then, 38, whatever, right? And they got me 2 more people to help. And I just had them running the wheelbarrows, getting the rocks and taking them outside for the guy to come pick it up. And they were looking at me like, who is this guy? I was like, no, it's just, that doesn't matter. I'm working based on the quality of my work to get the job requested. And I wasn't even seeking a lot of pay because I made pretty good. You feel me? It was something to do while I was still dealing with PTSD and everything else. You dig what I'm saying? And staying away from certain individuals who I just tolerate. I have them in ear plugs in the head, you know what I'm saying? The helmet, jacket, and just be working nonstop, not even taking lunch breaks. That's all I want to do. That is who we are. He said, Barkley, man, we don't do that up in here. Yeah, he may be. The hell with him, Joshua. I feel you. I mean, report. I feel you, hun. Fuck his clone. It is. If it's good quality, you won't need quantity. If it's built to last, you don't need as much. Well, it depends on the size of the matter. Yeah, it makes sense, but it depends on what. Because quality used to be we built immense and big, and we had the people that could do it. Everyone knew their part. So yeah and nay. Agree, but you got to look at it in different ways. My house was built in like 1930s or 40s, solid as a rock. It might have been built before that. The house I grew up in was over 200 years old, and I believe it was older than that. I don't fool electric, but framing, rock. Like, okay, yeah, I did it all though. I had to. That was just me, and many others. So I worked with, and it was good because there were times when I could just go off on my own, and like, don't bother me. What's the job? And they liked that because they didn't. It was only about getting the job done. It was like, oh, we know the quality of work's gonna be right. Nobody on my shoulder. Nobody come bother me. How much longer? So quality. It didn't matter the quality. It didn't matter the quantity. As long as the job wasn't out of the market. It's the same thing with this reparations. You're talking about giving people over $250,000, right? And the logistics of it. And they're talking about qualified. How are they going to find out who's qualified when they know the truth, the history? So we're talking about quantity here, and then the quality not being food. Doesn't it apply to everything, not just work related? Everything can be circulated, with the same ideology. So I don't get off track. My prostate is good, y'all, now. But God, dog, I know I'm going to be getting up 2-3 times. That's about the third cup of thing. I don't drink water like that either. But I am so grateful, man. Where's our brother at? Where's your West Side? I like having some older minds in here too. What was that? Yeah. Totally, you funny. Okay, all right. I was also thinking about this, and this is something that nobody, the monkey in the room. You know how many Spanish people were slaves? Seriously. I'm being serious as a heart attack. And Mongols were slaves to the Vatican under contract.
Is that what all that Angel Island business was about?
Yes.
Angel Island, okay.
See? Nobody wants to have that conversation, though. Oh, you've been hit by them boats, huh, Gadjo? Well, we've been hit by a different sort of boats right now. Tim is what's going on, family? I do electric, solar, and a little construction, drywall, and painting. See what I'm talking about? Now, we have a lot of brothers who got land and some who's got a couple of 100 acres coming. I'm looking at 4 or 5 myself. The thing is, and I might not do that because I got a couple people who I can go to their land. I'm waiting to meet up and because I'll sell everything in this bitch and be in a hot tent. Working the lands to see our family come together. Immigration and the change of hand and who used to do it and who does it now to reflect the original people. That's a good ass question. What do you think, Trump? What do y'all think? What do y'all think about this? Could this could this have anything to do with immigration and the change of hand and who used to do it and who does it now to reflect the original people? Damn. But that's a good damn question.
Yeah, I like that. That is interesting because I mean, let's just say technically nobody out of these waves of migrants came from anywhere else. Let's just say they're coming from the South Pole up to the North Pole, all right, theoretically. Now, it seems to me that on one side of the bird, the right wing, they're saying, yeah, these people are breaking the law, they're coming into our country, they're taking our jobs. They feel a certain kind of way. The liberal, left wing, whatever, Democrat, whatever they're calling themselves at this point, they're saying, it's about human rights, it's about opportunity, and they just want to come and get jobs. I think at the end of the day, they're going to wash themselves out. One group is actually replacing a group who cannot propagate, can't make babies, whatever that thing is called. And they're just immigrants replacing other immigrants at the end of the day. Again, if we don't give them our energy, anybody that's picking strawberries for the man might be like, hey, nobody's buying our strawberries because niggas are sharing, trading strawberries amongst themselves. So we don't have any work for you, Javier.
Wow.
Red Wolf and his clan, they put a hotel or a RV resort over here. And since they're not coming to ours, we don't have any work for you. Again, we just do things amongst ourselves when and where we can, whether it's hair, nails, food, we can have our own linklings if you need that type of attention to your toes.
Damn, 200,000 Spanish. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Goddamn, 1,700. Yeah.
1,700. Yeah. So again, people are moving and grooving. People are moving and grooving. But if there was no work for them here, if there wasn't a bunch of COVID-19 money still floating around the system, when we turn it off and when we cancel it, all right, the party's over. Everybody go home. Everybody got to go home. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here.
Definitely.
And that's where we begin. That's where we begin. You stop. I mean, I let people be like, "Oh, we need to boycott. We need to boycott." And I'm like, no. If you're boycotting, it means you're gonna go back. How about we just throw it in the trash? You need to be entertained by brothers and sisters doing something. Tell you what, I'll give you $50. Y'all go to Big Five, get some bow and arrows. Take that old Amazon box of some shit you just ordered from China. Once it's empty, put an old comfort in it. And sit there and we're gonna see who can hit the box with the bow and arrow. Entertain yourself with something like that. Oh, you the baddest one on your street with a bow and arrow? Well, I know a kid over in the next county that's better with a bow and arrow.
Go get the next one. Upgrade.
Yeah. And then you can go to power tools and stuff like that afterwards. But again, we have to entertain ourselves in our own homes.
Yeah, definitely.
We have to.
And in doing that, we
Mhm.
can reestablish quality.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because
Yeah, I like that quality thing.
our
Mhm.
people are showing that they got good quality, fucking up.
Shout out High Bell. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do have a point.
Big time.
It's the image. See, like I'm thinking, it's the imagery of who's building the country, who's making America great. It's marketing. It's
To be stripped
propaganda.
away,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes. To
You
fit
said,
a new narrative, to paint a new
mhm.
face. Because the other one they've done hid away. And yet we still here.
Of course. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're the original, so yeah. All right. I think there's a hidden history in the movie. In a movie titled Bone Tomahawk. I'm not familiar with that movie.
I'm I'm looking at some images that I think is gonna have everybody like, what in the holy high activity? Excuse me.
Max V Productions. Yeah, yeah. There might be. I mean, there's a lot of things hidden. Some of it ain't even hidden that well. Just some people can't pick up on the frequency. Can't catch the rhythm of the stroke.
Right. I'm trying to pull up this one picture. I want y'all to see this shit. It's crazy. Excuse my
Yeah, I
French.
was gonna ask that, Red. Can you share images from your station there?
Well, no, I can't. I didn't set it up to do that today.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, I can. I can do all that.
okay.
I just, I like to just go ahead and pull some stuff and put it up. But yeah, I had the dual screen put up, and I was
Mhm.
going to share some stuff, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to show this. I didn't think I was going to be on that long, honestly. I want you to see this stuff, and of course, it's this is Bombone's Tomahawk, y'all. Look at the stuff they pull, man. I want y'all to see this picture. I'm gonna hold it up where y'all can see it good enough. That's supposed to be, I guess, an indigenous Bones Tomahawk. That's what Kurt Russell, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
They have done, but I'm gonna show you a side picture of this individual, right? And I want y'all to see. Let me get it over here.
Yeah, I want to get to Reploid's situation there too. I like.
Yeah, I'm about to put it up. I'm about to put it
Okay.
up.
All right.
Yeah, I'm about to put that up.
What was in his mouth?
Oh, he's eating a human leg or something. If I remember the movie right.
Oh, come on, man.
I can't. I gotta see the movie. I'm gonna watch it when I go upstairs.
All right.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if first. Let me see if it's streaming. If it's streaming somewhere, because usually they'll tell you it's streaming here, there. Streaming. Because okay, the death scene is something else. But I've actually seen this before. Um, let me see if it's what. Okay, I can watch it on YouTube. I ain't paying for it. Voodoo, Amazon Prime. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Oh, Pluto TV. All right, I got all that. So I'm gonna go up there and see. I'm
Okay.
gonna check it out. I'm gonna
All
see
right.
if I can put it in, and if it is, I'm sure I'm gonna let everybody know. Like, if you want to see this movie, Bone Tomahawk, this is where you can see it, watch it at. So
Okay.
hey, there's a thought. If we accept reparations, do we no longer have claim to this land?
See, I don't. Okay, this is my thing with when it comes to this whole idea about reparations. Okay, it's a claim, right? Somebody hurt you, toward, hey, give me some money. I need to be repaired. Now, if it's nothing in the terms and conditions, ain't nothing about anyone's nationality or rights to land. I don't think they even coincide. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not a legal expert and all lawful and all that stuff, but it just sounds like you have a slip and fall in at the Walmart. They cut you a check. doesn't mean you can't go back to Walmart and spend your money at Walmart. I mean, that's kind of how simple I'm breaking it down. But if there's some terminologies that says, okay, by accepting the terms and conditions of this and taking the money, you are now a so-called African. You are an immigrant. Now you waive all rights claim to the land. Then yeah, nigga, you got a choice to make. Do you take the check? Do you pretend to be an African? Do you become a $5 African, or do you become a $50,000 African, a 500,000? You know, what is it? If something was done to you, something was done to you. If they took your pawpaw's land, you're getting the money back for it because there's a cement factory on it. Okay, but it doesn't change who you are in reference to the land. So maybe y'all can expound on that. Maybe y'all see something I don't.
No, hold on, let me go back up to that. I was going to say this. We had the little funny people come up in with the little goofy site. Coming on. All right, brother. Let me go back up to that. All right. Yeah, come on in, Wes. Come on, man. So I had stated this before, and you might have seen one of my lives, Rep. Well, I said, if you go ahead and accept that, especially under the title of African American, you goddamn right. Now, I said this too, hypothetically. Imagine they say, okay, well, going to Africa, and that boat get out there and they hit you like the Queen Mary or the so-called fake Titanic. See, the benefit is of them. The whole point was the land of milk and honey, and to remove the indigenous. We're a power structure, and now they got us at a time of even much frailty. You dig what I'm saying? So yes, I can see that happening all the way through. Yes, hell to the yes. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it being baked in, but I don't. I'm not gonna say I'd agree or disagree. I can't conceptualize it. Maybe with some more enlightenment and research, I probably could. But at this point, I'm just like, no, man. You sold me some spoiled milk. I got sick. I lost work. I lost some hours. Here's my bill. But I'll be back once my belly's good. I'm gonna be back for that milk and them cookies. And you ain't deporting me nowhere. You ain't taking my Social Security that I've been saving up, and you know what I mean.
Right. You know what? Can't nobody claim the land. See, that's the beautiful thing about history and knowing the truth.
Yeah.
See, the actual Aboriginal indigenous never had a claim on anything. We belong to it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why it's been easy for them to remove us. Well, they haven't.
Right.
But that's why they created the education system. They ever had long thought what we never expected.
In real talk, the land owns you.
Exactly. You belong to it, right?
Right. So look, I'm good. It's hard convincing. Everybody's a brick off starter home license startup contract. You might be talking about the herbal grow. More starting off, and I'm saying we did what we got. Timius Hines, if I'm pronouncing that correct.
Yeah.
Man, look, I know brothers and sisters that cook out their own kitchen and make plates and move numbers. It's I guess it just depends on what your desire is. What are you growing? Are you growing strawberries? Are you growing cocoa plants? Are you growing toads and licking them? I don't know. But yes, that is definitely the approach, is to work local, work together, be the baddest chocolate chip cookie maker on your block. You know,
facts.
And see that here we go with a license, man. You need a license. Okay. Oh, for contract. I'm sorry. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Okay. Yeah. You might. You might.
Well, at this moment.
Yeah.
At this moment.
Yeah, you might need a seal on something.
Now, when we, and that's what I love about the brother right here, when we have our acres, we can actually do an affidavit. They have no entitlement, and we don't pay no land taxes. It's ours. The thing is putting the affidavit and know the wording.
Mm-hmm.
To see what you're doing is you're writing out a Dead Sea meritorious law.
Mm-hmm.
But you also see, now most people tell you that you have to reclaim your status. I'm going to say, fuck the status. You could turn that shit in.
You know, that's interesting, because I had came across a piece of land, and one of the stipulations said mineral rights and how it was separated with the railroad. And I'm like, nigga, folks was here before y'all even had railroads. What are you talking about? Mineral rights with a oh man. Okay.
But yeah, there is a minerals. Fucked up. What was that saying? Okay. No.
Mac V Productions, yeah.
That's a good.
So
maybe people probably think that, right?
Right. Well, and that's what I'm saying. That was my point earlier. Is that maybe reparations is the wrong term for the act.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All day, every day. That's
yes,
right.
They are. Yes.
Yep. Every day.
Yeah. And while the time being, but this is what I'm saying about the statement I made. Most people are too scared to give up their Social Security and everything else because they don't have the land, but they belong to the land. They just don't know this. And if you want to mitigate and play their games, you better know their games through and through, because they've always got to catch 23. Fuck 22. And that's why I say, if you haven't went about getting some land and then sitting down with the people, because no matter how you write that affidavit out, when you put your signatures on it, it don't matter about the straw man, because you're turning everything back over to the state. And the state is not of this land. It's that simple. Now, if you're worried, see, the hospital can't deny you. If you're worried about an accident, just that nothing. That's why taxes are paid. See, people don't know this. They love all the other jargons, but they don't know this. It's not complicated. We move based upon fear of a system they created that is not obligatory. That is obligatory of you. That is obligatory of you. It doesn't care about you. So we can play that game. Like I said, I got boots full of information. The problem is, that's more stress. That's more of their shit. While they doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Excuse my French. But the vernacular's got to be clear. So they're going to do that because everybody's going to do that because they don't know no better. Now, I just gave you some tea. What was that? But the growing shit, we link up, license or not, just need to land up and groove up. Yes.
Right.
We don't need no goddamn license on our land.
Right. That's that part right there.
That's exactly what I was alluding to.
Exactly.
And see, when they know that, they're not entitled to shit, not even to the lie. You can literally go and say, look, you had a trust with a lot of gold. I'm coming to collect that shit. Took Malcolm out, right? I mean, not Malcolm, but Martin. 2 M's. I'm not going to get into Gematria on here. I'm not going to do it. I could go there, but no. Then we start talking about Mark Thorogood and all the other motherfuckers, but no. Max, maybe that's their plan. It might be. War and genocide. But that's what we're dealing with right now, in my opinion. Allegedly, from other sources. There's so much that we could do if we were actually together. The problem is we're not. We're coming together. But most people have every excuse not to come together. And it's based upon logistics and movement. Now, in the military, a lot of us who are ex-military, we know this better than anyone. We know that the logistics are not in our favor. And then again, it depends on what has one done, all right, to logistically get themselves adapted to the situation, to not be compromised and comfortable making the moves. And then everybody's always about, well, the land, how much it costs. I said, well, damn, I got 400, you got 400, and somebody else got 400. That's 1,500. You think we can't buy land for $1,500? There are places you can get land for 5 or 6 an acre, and that's the place you get an acre for free. But that's in the places that's kind of unhospitable. How about all these ghost towns? Oh, that's right. Don't know about it, and the court system and the banks ain't gonna tell you about it. Oh, but a lot of foreigners coming and buying goddamn hotels, ex-hotels for like $10, and they're bringing in some of our little Spanish cousins to fix them the fuck up, and that's based on a loan from the bank. As long as they get it done within a certain time period and get all as far as the contracts and then all the licenses for those, because they want to make money, revenue. That's in fiat, right? I'm telling you, man, and these people coming over here and they're not even indigenous to the damn land. And they're not even dual citizens. Come on, y'all. The information's out there. It's out there. I was just looking at YouTube the other day, and I was checking this brother out, and I took a look at this information out of Phoenix. And I went onto the internet, and sure enough, there's land all over the place that is free. But would you want to get? Some of the places you might have to park and walk a half mile, and you might have to deal with some damn cobras, some copperhead snakes, and I'm just saying, but it's there. I wouldn't have no problem. Snakes, nigga, I put them little things around my ankles. The snake book.
Snake gators.
The gators,
I got
yeah.
some of them.
Snake, yeah, and have my damn rifles and shit. We got 10 acres, niggas. Come on now. Get them packs on. We're gonna make, don't worry, I got the what you call coming. We're gonna make a road up this month. Come on, let's get over there. We got the hot tents and that, got a couple scorpions. We got to clear out, we got to burn out. Come on. Boy, switch some hands off with that damn butane tanks. Come on. Propane tanks, excuse me. We got some torch burning to do. I have no problem with that. But the problem is I ain't going to go and do it by my goddamn self. I can. Shit, I'm going to be laying out there telling me I need to go to the ER. Nobody can't get a phone signal because I ain't put up the damn, what you call it. Come on, man. Was that shut eye? Yeah, oh, that's true, Mac. I see that. Yeah, that's true. Is there a way for us to collect on the civil rights movement or the indigenous aboriginal civil rights movement being used in the wrong context? Yes. I believe there is a way. The problem is, I made the statement yesterday. How many of y'all are willing to see if you can fight to get that damn that certificate of life that they do all of us with the little ink print, hand and foot? See, that's what they don't tell you about. And we all got it done. How many of y'all had babies and you remember them taking a little foot and the handprint on their little? Ain't it funny how they give you one and it's professional business, green and blue?
Soul plate. Mm-hmm.
Of course, and that's what most of these ignorant motherfuckers who never read the Civil Rights Act don't know, that it is the Indian Civil Rights Movement. Our shit. Now they did a picturesque a few years later after Martin was gone, where they had these little chinos and mestizos and Mongols standing around, but that was not for a separate goddamn. That the only Civil Rights Act is ours, and it tells you if you look at it, right on it, they also, AKA, also known as the Indian Rights Act, our shit.
And that's the point. We just have to stop saying civil rights, and we'll have to start saying Indian rights.
Indian rights.
When people that don't know, that aren't aware, to be like, wait a minute, when the hell did that happen? the same time that other shit was happening. They just called it civil to y'all.
Exactly. Exactly. There you go. Prisoners are modern day slaves. Yeah, of course, and we all know that now. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's it right there. Equator 7, unhospitable. And yet they're very, used to be great towns and all that, just gone. Wiped from the map. You dig what I'm saying? Very unhospitable, definitely. What was that, Mac? What was that? We could all come up by filing class action lawsuits against the media for the narrative they have cast us under, which caused severe injury and death. Yes, we could. If we come together and sit down, and we don't need a great think tank. We need the person who can articulate it onto paper like a ghostwriter. And then we finalize it. And we have the people. We don't need them fake niggas in the Black Caucus or in the media or anything else. Of course we can. We could do it over the net. We can all get together and we can electronically sign it.
And look, man, I'm not mad at anybody that wants some sort of apology, recompense from these people. This is where I'm at. I don't want shit from them. I just want them. I just want them to go.
Thank you.
I don't need. I don't need to send you a letter. I don't need to petition you to blah blah blah. Recognize. No. Red Wolf. You recognize me.
That's right.
Well, Rando, you recognize me. That's all the recognition I need.
Right. There you go, original Lone Wolf. Alito, bro. Yeah,
But I'm mad at Max. I feel your pain, brother.
Yes.
I see where you want to go with it, but a cheat is a cheat. A thief is a thief. A terrorist is a terrorist. So what do you want from them? You want to give them an opportunity to do this shit again? Do you really want the bully to come over there and snatch your chain again? No. Debo, get off the street. Get off the block.
Mr. Lone Wolf. Well, hey, I was gonna come, but I was all invested.
Please, Lone Wolf. Man. Hey, listen, man. I went out to dinner, man, when I first discovered you was on. So I said I'm not gonna jump in. I'm at dinner and shit. Had a couple of margaritas, But y'all still on here. Now I'm back at the crib. Y'all still on here, man. Let me jump on here. Y'all talking about some fucking reparations. Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Straight up. Listen, if you don't mind, just for a second, let me say this. I'm gonna open this shit up by asking a question. Why in the hell is it that everybody done got reparations but us? That's where you got to start. You got to start right there. They done gave Japanese.
We did.
Okinawa and all this other crazy shit.
We did. We started there.
There. It's like, how in the fuck? You mean tell me the most atrocity, the most famous historical shit is supposed to be placed upon our people, but yet we ain't got nothing? Make that shit make sense.
And look. Listen.
Oh, go ahead.
Right.
Okay.
No, Tom, go ahead.
Let me drop this in on you, Lone Wolf. We're the only ones that's going to give so-called African Americans and Black people reparations. It's only going to come from us, Indians. No, and that's why I don't mind. Jason Black, Tariq Nasheed, any of those guys. I don't down them on their talking points and their history from their vantage point, whether they're slaves, maroons, foundationals, whatever it is. Brother, go get your paper. But you know what? You ain't gonna get it unless we sign off on it. So I'm gonna be here to support you.
We're all in the same standing. I know you heard it. Yeah, fuck they reparations. And no, it's but let's be careful. Let's be all clean. But yeah, fuck their reparations. But the thing is, what they could give, we could literally fucking take.
Exactly.
That's how come reparations. That's an oxymoron.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's bullshit. It's based on a conscription of lies. Exactly. Because we have enough ignorant motherfuckers running around. who are bought into it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some pale skins who don't know their true history who sit there, we had, and don't even know the fucking roots of where they come from and the reality, what they had to go through. And I'm sitting there going, but you don't see the shit we had to put up from you stupid motherfuckers coming off the boat. Millions. Millions in the late 18, and I don't even want to get into the millions 1920s and the 40s. God damn, they was the boats, they was chopping wood down in Georgia, the Carolinas, Virginia, making boats and molten metal and steel, and they was just kept going back and forth, just picking it and taking us out. Dropping our ass over in Africa and going up to Europe, bringing motherfuckers back.
Right. And so, and that again, Lone Wolf, I'm not disagreeing with you, brother. I'm saying that if certain factions of our so-called kinfolk, if they're going to use it as a divisive, how do you say, as a weapon, right? They're going to use it as a sword. Let's help them use that sword. If it's going to get the foreigner up out of here faster, I'm with it. Let them get their reparations.
Well, when you say if it helps get the foreigners out of here faster, what do you mean?
Okay, so the main thing is that there's nothing that these motherfuckers can give us that we can't take. Number one, and number two, that we really want.
Exactly.
They, because most of the bills you hear about them possibly passing it, like up in Evansville, it winds up being like only 16 people are gonna get it, and it's like some monies that's gonna go to a white bank. You don't even get to touch it. They're not talking about, we need to cut these niggas 250 grand the first check. You say, so it's not anything that they're willing to give, but politically, yeah, use it as a wedge, use it as a tool. And if you know how that Aikido works, take that energy, take that negative energy and flip it on them, watch it fall on their ass. Because you want them to fall on their ass. We want them out of here.
Okay.
That not vibing with you?
Well, see, here's my thing.
Okay.
Here's my thing about this. And I got to start from here. I got to take it from the top because this is what caused it.
Okay.
Something has to be done about the fraud.
Yes.
Now, when you bring up, I heard you mention the foundational black, thing, right? And we know that Tariq Nasheed trademarked that on the United States Patent and Trademarks website.
Oh, he did.
That can be verified if you go to the United States Patent and Trademarks search engine on their website.
Word for it because it don't mean anything to me. But go ahead.
And you type in the phrase "foundational Black American," it will tell you that it's patent and trademarked by Tariq Nasheed.
Okay, that's fine.
Now I'm gonna take it a step further.
Right.
We could even throw somebody like Umar Johnson in there, right? Whose real name is Jermaine Shoemaker.
Right.
Who also has his identity down as an American, and he's a citizen of the United States of America.
Yep.
See, you got to understand that all that shit is fraud.
Yep.
All of it. Even if we go by way of what you was just expressing a second ago, even if we go by way of that, it's still fraud.
Well, yeah, of course. That's playing the game.
So now what the reason why I'm going that route with it is because everything is all based upon fraud. What you think a lie is? A lie is fraud.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So now if we're gonna restore order, if we're going to counteract the stuff that we have been dealing with,
right,
then the last thing that we can use to counteract it is fraud. That's the last thing that we can use. Because all you're doing is putting yourself in their circle, in their world.
You saying you can't use their fraud against them?
No.
No, he's saying yes. You can't.
Well, no, I'm saying no, you cannot.
Oh, no. Not the way they have established.
What I'm saying is what defeats fraud? The truth.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
The truth is what defeats fraud.
Okay.
So you can't defeat fraud with another fraud. That's like picking the lesser of two evils, is what I'm saying. You still end up with the same evil. You know what I'm saying?
And you're gonna get caught out there in the end anyway.
So now what I propose, here's just what I propose.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people ain't gonna be on board with it, and this might not be the right date and time, or however you want to call it, because so many people are not awoke. What
Right.
I propose is just putting an end to all of this shit. Because if you really want to talk about reparations and what that shit allegedly supposed to mean, the only reparations that they can give us would be to stand down. And we all know that that shit's not gonna happen.
But Lone Wolf, what I'm saying is, it's not me and your reparations, is it?
No.
No.
Okay. Now, would you agree that only us original folks could authorize such reparations to any of those motherfuckers?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's what I'm saying.
That's what he was saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But
If
first,
If
let
you
me
want to,
interject.
if you want to expose the fraud, a bunch of Indians pretending to be Africans, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of Indians
Yeah, pretty much.
pretending to,
Yeah.
a bunch of American Indians
Yeah.
pretending to be African Indians. They want some reparations.
Okay.
Then you walk them down to their belly button and then say, all right, were you a slave? No. All right, you got a belly button? Yeah. Okay. Was your mama a slave? No. All right. She got a belly button? Yeah. And you walk them down the rabbit hole. And the whole time they're mentally or physically writing down the names of these cities, the name of these counties, the name of these rivers, name of these lakes. And eventually the fraud's gonna jump out of them and be like, oh shit, you mean I thought I was an African trying to get paid? But nigga, wait a minute, this shit is ours?
So look.
So
Okay.
I'm saying you could allow them to believe that they gonna go to the candy store, they gonna get all the candy they can get in that basket, and when they realize that shit ain't candy, they ain't gonna want it. They gonna realize that it was a lie from the beginning.
Okay, so you looking at this as a backfiring mechanism.
Nigga, everything they've been doing has been backfiring.
Everything.
So all you can do is look, man, be a road runner like me. Be a road runner like me. And let's watch these Wile E. Coyotes, TNT, Anvil, just let's watch them destroy themselves. You know, if you're in a house and it's on fire and you can't leave the house, nigga, you might have to go to the garage for a minute while the living room burned down.
Yeah.
Then you might have to go
I
to
see
the
what
den.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was at dinner, I reployed, I think, made a comment about Evanston, Illinois being the first people to do that. And they right. That's I don't know if that's a man or a woman, but that person is right. They were the first ones to do it. Evanston's not that far from here.
Okay.
And you don't hear nothing about it. Like, well, at least I don't. And I could take you to downtown Evanston and we can go out to dinner and have drinks in the whole 9 yards. So, I mean, if you're looking at it from that perspective, then yeah. But see, the thing of the matter is that with it, let me put it like this. I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second.
Go ahead.
Let's say that, some people jump on board with it. The whole thing about our people supposed to be the ones that can sign off and authorize that is 100% true. But we dealing with a perspective of people that don't fucking get it. So now the reason why I bring that up is because of terms and conditions that typically come along with contracts, because that's what that shit would be.
Right.
It would be a contract. So now if the terms and conditions are you accepting this money or this diamond or this Bentley or whatever it would be that they would be offering, if they put in the terms and conditions that, this is some hush shit, you can't no longer bring this shit up again.
Or you got to leave.
Or yeah, or it'd be some shit where they try to send us to Sierra Leone or Liberia or some bullshit like what they talked about historically about our people going there and founding that shit. So it could be a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter is this: not only we're not together as a people, but when you throw money in the motherfucking mix, this is where you start getting motherfuckers cutting out their grandmama's heart, and that's the part that I'm concerned about.
And they're doing it now over nothing.
Exactly. Over nothing.
A quarter of a million, a little over $250,000, they'll go crazy. Now, what I said before you came on, listen, before you came on, I said, what's funny is that we keep playing the game with they shit. That's a no-win. No bueno. You gotta move. This is the fact. I learned in law school, reading contract law. When you're willing to walk away from Social Security, everything, your retirement. Now the retirement you get on the barter system, you give everything back. You are now a true free person. You are sovereign on your land, literally, by their narrative. There's shit they can't impose shit upon you. Even calling 911, it be because that person really done the wrong thing, but there ain't too much they can do with you. See, people don't know this.
Mm-hmm. And then
let me finish. Unless you're impeding the travel or movement of fiat, then they will deal with you, even on your land.
Well, see, that's going back to the trust thing. This shit would also come from the trust for anybody who decided to agree with that shit. So they really not doing anything.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So
I see exactly what you're saying, and I agree.
my major point behind that is that these people they don't even know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's that paradigm that this could allude to is what I'm concerned about.
Well,
because they don't know, and then now here it is, they don't know, and then now you throw money in their face. Oh shit!
Yo, let's get some greetings in here. Total Cherokee.
Jolo.
West side.
Peace.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
I can't see the. Oh wait, hold on.
What's going on, beloved?
They don't let me.
What's up? How you doing?
There he is.
Hey, everybody.
All them queens and
Sean,
kings out this motherfucker. Woo!
Wait a
I
minute.
come up here to put some balance up
Can't
here.
even get my
boys. Too much testosterone up on this.
Appreciate that shit. Appreciate that. Yes.
So y'all saying don't do the trust. Is that what y'all saying?
No. See, I'm saying if a person is willing to walk away from all that shit, you can have a total autonomy.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to be part and mitigate certain things until you get to a certain place, if you're gonna play the game, you must really know it. And look, these are the two right here, Tolo and Long. If y'all want to get with that, and Trauma knows, I know a little bit, but I'm not walking it. I'm just doing certain things because the shit works.
Well, now the thing about what Red's saying is true, but it's got to be a two-part thing. When you walk away, you have to walk away with remedy.
Right.
Yes.
Because
you have to know what belongs to you and what don't. Because there's certain things you can't take.
Right, exactly. Because although getting out of it is the right thing to do, it still don't change the harm that was bestowed upon you and bestowed upon your elders and your ancestors. Because there's no statute of limitation on the shit that these people have done to us.
Right. And that's why they keep using the word slavery, because they know it's an out for them because it was so-called legal.
Right.
So my point is that if genocide has never been legal, maybe we should be leading on, well, some of us, because not all of us is us. Let's just keep it real. There are some people that did come over here. There's some people that's perfectly fine taking a check and going, like you said, to Liberia, Africa. Fine. I don't begrudge anything. Go get your paper. If something was done wrong to you, go get your stuff, get your shit. Go. I got it. But for our people here, it's not reparations. It's about restitution. And going back to the point before that, we can just take our shit back. I'm gonna land my plane there.
Yeah, true.
That's
no, you're right.
Hey, we should have been taking our shit back. I don't know what we waiting for.
Right.
I already started.
For.
Yep. And just so y'all know, I got the forever 1099As in now. I don't know if y'all know that they switched over to a forever 1099A. They no longer have that year you supposed to use the 1099A in. They no longer have it stamped on the 1099A. All they got on there now is 20, and you got to put in the last two numbers. So in other words, what I'm saying is in 2030, the 1099As I got now still be good. You can still use them. Yeah.
Well, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing there? Now, Trauma
What's up?
What's up? How you doing there?
Your mic's working. It sounds great.
All right, good. Yeah, I agree with what you were saying. You know, restitution, restoration, and you know, in regards to this reparations thing, it's just interesting that this is coming up now. But what's good is some people with this reparation thing are actually finding out what's their true identity. I am seeing a little bit of that online, so that's good from these people called the FBAers and the B ones and all this kind of demonic misidentification type terms. But yeah, I agree. That statement you said earlier, because I was at the gym earlier, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
let them if they want it that bad and they willing to go through the fire for it and they willing to divest. Hey, help them out. Help them out. Help them get across that street. And at some point, they're gonna step on a pebble or something. They be like, "Wait a minute,
Right,
my grandma is from here. Wait a minute, what am I doing?"
right,
And
exactly.
then they'll be enlightened. But I'm not gonna. I mean, and it's just my personal name. It could be a character flaw for all I care. I'm not vindictive like that. To
Right,
where, hey, all so-called black, now I'm gonna feed into the fraud. All so-called black
right.
people came over here as slaves and blah blah blah. But Butter, what are you gonna Tomahawk? What are you gonna do about your reparation? Well, I don't need it. I'm already getting mine.
Right.
Matter of fact, that ain't even why I'm here at the protest marching. I got with
Exactly.
a Red Lives Matter T-shirt on, you know, Indigenous Lands Matter T-shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta,
Indigenous lands matter.
we have to be able to change, not necessarily I guess it is narrative, but a lot of times it's just the wording. You say Indian rights, Indian civil rights. What would you call it? Red. The Indian, yeah, the
Yeah, the
Indian
Indian
civil
Civil
rights.
Rights Act of
Yeah,
1968. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
Yeah,
what
Right,
yeah.
the
right,
The
right,
Civil
right, right.
Rights Act is the Indian Civil. It is the
right.
Indian Civil Rights Act. It
So I'm
is.
saying that if we make it cool, West Side, go ahead and throw a beat on there, get a DJ Quick to talk about Indian
Yes,
civil
indeed.
rights.
Yes,
You see what
indeed.
I'm saying? And then when we use our vernacular and our funk and
You
our
see that,
swag
Lobo?
about
yeah.
and put it in music, people are gonna be picking it up.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
mean, I don't agree with a lot of stuff Kanye said, but there's some shit that he said in any of these interviews. I'm like, nigga, you need to put that in a rhyme. You need
Right,
to put that
right,
on the track.
right.
Okay, he said that though, right? He did say that. He did give out, that type of information, but to me it was just a distraction. You know what I'm saying? And you see how long the distraction lasts, right?
Yeah, from Halloween to Thanksgiving and from Thanksgiving to Christmas. That's the cycle.
But we don't need none of them people to help
No,
us on
that's
who
right.
we are, where are we going with this. We don't need none of their help. They're the reasons that we're in this predicament now. If you go
Yeah.
look up Tyreek Nasheed, Umar Johnson, some of all these other people, you go look them up, they classify themselves as Americans. It don't
Well, I
say
mean,
nothing about no African American,
Mhm.
none of that shit.
but let's be real about them people you just mentioned. Though those people are the agent provocateurs. Those are um, the people that. Let me just say it like this: these are the people that get these orders from these groups and distract, divide, and change the whole narrative. But then they'll say they're not. So, in other words, the agent thing has got more complicated and more efficient. Is really what I'm saying. And it's pretty obvious. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. But the average person may not see it, but it's very obvious what they're doing or trying to do.
Again, the only thing I can point out is like I said, until there's enough people who are fully aware of what's going on, as long as the spectrum is shifted to where our position is way less than 50%, certain things is going to be a problem if we allow it to go through. because it's about the numbers at this point. There's too many people who still don't recognize and realize what's going on.
Right.
And like how I said, I get the fact that we're the only ones that's supposed to be able to sign off on reparations, right? But we're the only ones that's supposed to be able to sign off on anything. That includes the legal immigrants coming over here, right down to these
Exactly.
people fucking print money.
Exactly.
So if that does not happen, but yet it still goes through, that means we're still dealing with fraud. Now, when you add the fact of the people's trust, people don't understand that every taxpayer is assessed to K trust. When you look at the I-9 form under the instructions, they tell you that the Social Security number is an account number. Now, these are not my words; these are their words. And all you got to do is Google the form.
Absolutely.
So people don't even understand that actual money, if they qualify, if they even were able to receive it, it would come from their trustee anyway. And most people don't even know what you're talking about when you bring up the fact of a trust. They don't know what the numbers are. They don't know what the EIN numbers are. They don't know what the goddamn Organic Act 1870. They don't even realize the Constitution. It's just too much shit that can go wrong. Because it's just too much, man. It's too much that can go wrong. We supposed to authorize reparations, but we're not in a position to do that. But yet the reparations still go through. These people still receive it without us being the ones to sign off on it. But shit, we still back to the same fraud. Because if anything should be signed off on, it should be us. We should be the ones to do it. I agree with that, but that hasn't happened in quite some time. Hell, these motherfuckers, you got motherfuckers out here dark as hell that remember fighting over the word black, but yet don't even have the guts to admit it today.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much that could go wrong. And the whole idea is to take you away from what's really going on.
Right. Well, I'm saying that some things would definitely have to burn down, and then they would come out with another treaty and call it another Civil Rights Act. But they would know they got our attention. We got their attention, I should say. So until everybody's gonna go along with the fraud, everybody's gonna be in they sesquiu accounts and they straw mans. And once we've had enough, flame on. This shit will be on fire again. And it may not be a George Floyd. It might not be a Pookie or Ray Ray, but something's gonna jump off. Some things gonna be sent at high velocities. Things gonna be smoky. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, can we make a deal? Can we cut a deal? Hey, Tariq, you're their leader. You cut a deal. Give them a Civil Rights Act."
Now I don't know if y'all already went over this, and this is a dumb question. So if they say tomorrow that we're gonna give all you Negroes $500K every 2 weeks, but you have to classify as being whatever they say it is. I know what y'all gonna say. Which what are these? Okay.
No.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
No.
No, we'd already thrown a couple of F's out there. But we're careful with that because I want this to get marketed.
Go ahead, Westside.
And that's going back to what my man was saying about anything that's really right for your eyes, we could take. That's going back to that. It's like, hell no. See, my thing is this. Now that I'm well awoke to the part about who I am, and that goes with my genealogy. You know, that's kind of personal now. You know what I'm saying? This is going according to my genealogy. Now that I know, well aware of who I am as far as family, ancestral lineage is concerned, if you're not signing my documents, I don't even want to talk to you.
Oh, hell yeah.
My whole point.
Yeah.
Like that's how deep I done got off into this shit. Mm-hmm. I'm not even trying to fill out your motherfucking forms. Like I was telling them in the Zoom meeting we did earlier. The motherfuckers at my job don't have my social security number. That was one of the options that you could use to verify whatever they needed you to verify on your I-9 form. But it wasn't the only option. So I
Nope.
choose not to use that. They don't got
Right.
no social security number and all this other shit. It's like, no, I give you what I want to give you if I give you anything at all.
Here's a library card and a passport and a coupon to Fridays.
Coupon to Fridays. Wow.
Gift
Because
card.
that's how it's supposed to be. We didn't give them people permission to set the Fridays up on our land.
That's right.
The Red Robin and all this other bullshit. That's how deep this motherfucking shit is. It was something called house rule. And these motherfuckers came in and literally kicked that shit out the window.
Yep.
Where they having crap games in your house now and you don't even get a crap.
Okay, so what if it's under the identity of being indigenous or Takaness or your territory or your clan or tribe? Y'all taking the field? No.
Well, the way I look at that West Side is at this point, these people well aware of who the hell we are. I don't even want to go into that.
I mean,
They
you could
know
still
well aware.
do it.
They know. They know.
Yeah, they know.
And
right,
some
they know.
people gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe, but it's up to us as individuals to make sure we and we as individuals aren't falling for it.
And that's and again, that was my thing about the whole thing about what you was expressing, brother. Because not only are they falling for the banana in the tailpipe, but they also falling for a couple of scenes later. This nigga coming to the goddamn bar with a full trench coat, leather jacket on in the middle of the summertime in Los Angeles, and them motherfuckers didn't even peep that shit. You ain't peep the banana in the tailpipe, or this nigga come in with a trench coat, leather coat on in the club in the middle of the summer in the motherfucking Los Angeles.
That's right.
We ain't falling for none of that shit no more.
I know you, Lone Wolf. When we go to your club, everybody's gonna have to be butt booty ass naked. I get it.
Straight up, I ain't falling for none of that shit, man. It's just, I'm tired of it, and it's a distraction. It's no different than the thing with Kanye West and Kyrie Irving and all the rest of these goofy motherfuckers. It's all designed to keep your ass spiritually fucked up. Now that they know how to tap into that part of you.
But I gotta say, it's gotta be their last trick. Go ahead, Tulu.
I was wanting to just piggyback on Kyrie Irving because my thing is, how come you ain't rolled off into the sunset fucking around? See, this is a distraction because if you indigenous, you supposed to know who you are. You supposed to know how. It don't matter. You
just found out like 2 years ago.
You are part of a clique now that's supposed to have your back, and I don't see that.
Yeah, he is moving kind of funny, but hey, look, I can't deny the work that he has done before when he was running around with onks on his shoes and stuff.
Right.
He was still breaking off that bread to hopefully righteous people doing righteous things. So I won't begrudge Kyrie for what he did do. But if he is talking funny and he's still trying, I mean, I'm 52. He's what, 30, 31?
Yeah.
He probably really don't know yet. He just, like I said, 25 years old. He think he was still black and proud. By the time he turned 26, 27, now he got a name called Little Mountain.
Right.
Well, that's like Ye. The only thing that bothered me about Ye, he said, and I even posted it on Facebook, Instagram. He said, yeah, with the Jesus shit and the Hebrew, but he also acknowledged that we from here.
Right.
Both of them showed you, and they told you.
But you gotta remember now. Hold on, listen to this.
Their names were taken.
Right. Listen to this, Trauma. I come from a family with a lot of them individuals, stars. I was a child star, B Street, a number of different, L Street, 2 of them, Southern 2 commercials. I was an Ivory baby sitting on an iron stove, iron radiator. Yeah, in a commercial. All that was not me. And let me tell you something. There's a bowl or a swimming pool or fucking ocean of confusion. They're around a bunch of confusion. Now, I'm not here to sanctify and protect them. I'm saying in that world they live in, they are around more confusion than you can even imagine if you're not over there.
Right.
So maybe they could be a distraction, but for them to say that much, at least that amount, that gives some other people a little like, well, damn, how do I go about finding out? And those are people who don't even know about the things that we talk about. They
Right.
might do searching, come across one of our videos, and start paying attention.
Go ahead, Westside.
Fred Wolf,
Yeah.
you playing
Go ahead.
music or
Yeah,
is that
somebody got some
somebody else's
back there.
background?
I don't know what they do. But yeah, I was just saying, like I was saying earlier, I've noticed with this reparations thing, people are starting to notice about their identifications. It's a small group, so that's a good thing about this hoopla about this reparation thing. But besides that, it's definitely a misguided tour, and I think like y'all was saying earlier, they keep going under the line of being black or of African descent or genetically African, which we're not. And these Tariq Nasheeds, whoever, they'll sit down here and say, yeah, we're the first in this land. And they'll say, well, we're actually genetically African. So it's like this double political talk is just funny. But again, like I said earlier, you know who they are getting their orders from. But the good thing again is that some people are starting to notice what's going on and finding out about their roots and family tree and tribes and territory. So yeah, some good stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I can't even see you there, but the things anyway.
Well, you remember you had Waka Flocka. Even Mike Tyson with his Around the Circle talking, even said that we indigenous in one of his hot boxes. But yet, Islam, blah, blah, out of Africa, whatever. There's a lot of people who have said it. But how many people live by it? And when you talking about reparations, keeping it on target, them people ain't going no damn where because they also are recognized as Americans. But there's a whole bunch of goofy niggas. They can take their ass on. Bye. Give them that little more than $250,000 and let them go.
They pushed the out of Africa theory, but don't nobody's damn birth certificate says Africa.
are you kidding me? My birth certificate don't say nothing.
Are you serious? My birth certificate says Negro.
Hey, listen, this is what I be trying to get across to people. The whole thing about what Lyndon B. Johnson did in 1968, because they did a couple of things. He did two things specifically. One was with the Indian Civil Rights Act, and the other one was when Congress started passing some of the worst gun restrictions that led up to where we are today. It started in 1968, and I'm talking about in terms of the worst ones. Did they have certain things on the books by 1968? Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in terms of when they really just how these people are slow and methodical and patient. Some of the first fucked up gun laws they passed was right after he signed the Indian Civil Rights Act.
Yep.
And it slowly led up to where we are today. I just did a little short not too long ago telling people it's really us that they want to take the guns from. It's really us.
Well, that's who they targeted. But they got some other people caught up in it. Yes.
Yeah, the gun lobby's greedy, so they'll sell the niggas, they'll sell the illegal aliens. They got 3D printers. Bullets gotta be made. Niggas need jobs making bullets.
Who giving up their guns?
Ain't nobody giving up their guns, man.
Giving up no gun. Hell no.
They'll give up their birthright before they give up their guns. Go ahead.
And a lot of it is propaganda. It's propaganda mixed up with idiots, because you do got some idiots out there, and I can co-sign that for cops. I can co-sign that for every cop in the country. There are some fucking morons out here.
Oh, hell yeah.
But
I've trained some.
Outside of that, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything that's going on, it all centers around us. So my thing is this. People can do what they want. If a person decides to sign up for some reparations or whatever, I wouldn't know nothing about it to begin with. But at the end of the day, none of this shit seems to be getting any traction. Because again, going back to Evanston, Illinois, man, ain't nobody out here. Do you think these niggas talking about, they giving reparations to niggas in Evanston? When you could take the goddamn red line to Evanston from 95th and the damn red. Ain't no niggas talking about no fucking reparations on 87th and Cottage Grove. You understand? So it's like now when we look at it from that aspect, how the fuck is this shit not a distraction when this shit was already in place? They certainly ain't said shit to me. Now let me let you in on a little secret. Although Evanston is in a suburb, you know, entirely out separated from Chicago, it's still in Cook County. Cook
Okay.
County ain't on shit. They ain't trying to give you a crumb, and they don't give a fuck if you don't reside in the city limits.
Well, shit, y'all got Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, no doubt.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Man, look. Lone Wolf, you're right that it is I guess propagandized. They leak certain, you know, meetings out and stipulations and parts of it out, and they get it out there and certain people pick it up and carry it. My whole thing is that in this fine quality group that we got here, we just change the vernacular of a few of those terms, and it makes all the difference in the world.
Exactly.
It
True.
really does. Our truth to power energy, it makes all the difference in the world. So, I mean, if you want to be a troll, go to the Washington Post. Everywhere they put reparations, put restitution. Everywhere they put slavery, put genocide, and say, I fixed it for you, nigga. I fixed it for you.
And you can do it on Google.
Because you could take that algorithm and flip it on them, and then now they like, oh man, it done got away from us. We almost had those Negroes' attention again.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. They need our attention.
It's the energy.
Yes.
It's the
Vampires.
energy, man.
They're energy vampires. Exactly.
That's it. So they come out with a newfangled mirror and you can't see me, nigga. That's it.
Well, I truly believe the work is outside of social media because this is just social media. But we do have to start, you know, talking to these young folks, you know, equipping them with this law, you know, making sure that they know who they are. So I'll do social media for a minute, but when that new spring hit, I ain't going to be on here. The work is in the streets. We got work to do.
I'll be out in the garden. Don't worry about it. I'll be right there in the garden.
Hey,
I
I plan on being on 100 acres, on 40 acres, trauma. I'll probably be on the road all the time.
Matter of fact, we get
hot tent, everything, and be like, I'm coming through. Guns and everything.
Me, you, and Westside got to get together real quick before Saturday. We might make a little deal.
Well, we got Rondo too now. You got Rondo.
Rondo's
yeah,
coming
he
up
got
with
his family, but he can come. He can pick a time. Look, we got to start.
We can get okay. We'll get together.
Peace,
we'll
peace, cool.
Peace.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's all right. Y'all
Peace,
wait till I
boss.
get some wheels. That's all right. It's all right. It's gonna be all right. We gonna get together. Don't trust me. Trust me. We gonna definitely get together because the work has to be done in the streets and it won't be televised. That's when the towers will go down and your cell phone won't even work. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna show none of this shit, nigga, to nobody. Okay?
Hey, we talking about, oh shit, no GPS. Nigga, break out the map. It's time for you to learn a new trick, motherfucker.
Not land, man. No land.
You
there.
brothers,
no land
you know, while we speaking right now, people are starting to call in and go to these government offices and let them know that, hey, we know who we are and we want y'all to stop calling us African American. People are going to the courts.
That's right.
Complaining.
That's right.
Well, you know, we was talking earlier about the 1099As and shit. I told you how long it took me to get them, and they free. All you got to do is go to their website and they'll send it to whatever address you give. It took me 6 months to get 2 different orders that I placed at the same time.
I got 1,000 of them. I got 1,000 of them.
That's
like motherfuckers is flooding the Treasury Department.
Yeah.
They flooding the IRS, and I'm talking about 1111 Constitutional Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Charles Riddick never responded to me. Remember I told you that? I sent that nigga a letter like, yeah, man, what's this shit where I can revoke my election and all this? And you only get one election, so now I can't never be looped back into this. The motherfuckers never responded to me. And I wrote the goddamn commissioner. Like, bro, what? Can you explain these codes to me under Title 26? What does this mean? Them niggas never got back in contact with me.
Wow.
They don't want no part of it. They do
I
that.
just
They
wrote
don't-
them niggas and asked them questions. Like, what does this mean? Is this true?
We got one that can see.
Straight up. Oh, yeah. What do you say?
We got
Hey,
one that can see.
Sorry.
That's
Hey,
how
what
them
do you-
niggas. Hey, that's how them motherfuckers is moving, bro.
No, Red, what do you tell him? He said, you look as shitty as us that we do to you. That nigga
Yeah.
say impossible.
Impossible. If you only really knew.
He said, motherfucker, you ugly as shit.
If you only really knew.
Listen, my brothers, I'm going to go to the chat. I'm going to eat some food, and y'all have a beautiful night, okay?
Much respect.
All right, much respect.
Much
Love you,
love,
sister.
baby.
Thank you.
Love
Much
you,
love.
too.
Y'all
Much
okay?
love.
Thank you.
Wado,
All right. Wado.
And real quick, Grey Wolf, I don't know what document you talking about, bro. Text me or email me or something. Red put the comment up on the screen a few minutes ago. I don't remember what document you talking about, man. You know I'd be sending all that shit to y'all, man. I don't know which one you talking about. Just like text me or something or email me. Well, you know the actual document you talking about. I don't remember. I probably forgot.
Yeah, email them, let them know which one it is, man.
Yeah, email me or text me or something. You got my number.
Yo, man.
But yeah, I agree with that. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get up out of here because I gotta be at work at 6 a.m. and I'm gonna say
we're gonna shut it all down. Man, this panel was lit. I knew when people started coming home from work, I made that comment, and I knew people would, and I didn't know. I figured, bro, he might have been out doing something. I missed the appointment. But anyway, right? This has been a great one, bro. I mean, we didn't. It's not about having a solution. It's talking about we problem solve. And how we do it, this is, I think, one of the ways to start. I'm still going to be reading, but I think having this discussion again would be very important. Oh, I'm getting some. What the hell? I just started getting some. Y'all hear that echo?
No, we clear over here.
Yeah, I hear it.
yeah, I can hear that echo too. I'm finna mute my mic.
How's it now?
Better now. You good?
Oh, okay. That was okay. It might be what you call it, but that's all right. No, like I was saying, this is powerful, and this is where it starts. And now a lot of us gonna be meeting. We're gonna be meeting this weekend. There's 4 of us gonna be getting together. I would love anybody to come through, man. I'm gonna have to make my way down to Phoenix. Tucson's a little farther away. We got to meet halfway over that way, and then we got our brother in Las Vegas. He's got some land over here in Arizona. Up this way, but a little over eastward. And my boy Jamil Samsi, he just put his bid in for 100 acres. There's a few others. Keem Haya, he's got about 8 or 10 out there in Utah. There's people all around. There's another brother, he's ex-Army intelligence. He's got over 180 acres. He's out there in Utah. There's people all around. The thing is getting people situated and meeting so we can know who's trustworthy. So we can say, because we ain't gonna be taking any fucking body in, right? Like I already know, Trauma know. I'll be up on that, man. I'll post up. Look, when I said I saw everything in here, that's a quick 30,000. I'll be on the road. I'll get a hatch put on the back. I'll be doing like Mav and them guys, crazy quad, sleeping in the back of my truck, hot tenting it. Look, I ain't worried about nothing. I'm on my way. Doing the speed limit and everything. Get there and be like, setting the tent up over there. What's the parameters? When you got time, when the weekend come, get it set up, a few months, whatever, head on to the next brother's lane. All right, find the quickest route, find the mediums, all those in between, the individuals, because I believe it's going to grow. Because better late than never, excuse me, not sorry. Better late than never. You hear me?
Yeah, we got to do it. Yeah, we gotta do it. Ain't nobody coming to save us but us. So pack your stuff up. Yeah. Just start packing your stuff up, start traveling a little lighter, and get ready to jump.
That's it.
Get ready to fly.
Because see, together, we're formidable. Oh yeah, they can drop bombs on anybody. But who said they could reach us?
All right,
Say
well,
that
y'all,
again.
I'm gonna
I
get
got
up out of
it.
here. I gotta be at work at 6 a.m. I
Okay,
love
bro.
y'all. And let's get together again.
Yes, sir.
All right, I love y'all.
All right, man. Much love and
Much
respect.
respect.
Much love.
Much love.
All right.
Much love.
Much love.
Red, I'm out too. I gotta go.
We all out, bro.
Yeah, got that. Got that new.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
man, I hear, but I can't see shit.
I know. Yeah, I'll see you Saturday.
You got new. I got a couple new ones, but you
Hey,
know, you got.
staccato. Staccato.
Oh, I ain't that fancy, no. got it at the secondhand stuff.
Got it. Ah, yeah, there it is.
All right, then. I'll
I
be up
put
with
the
y'all.
light on it. Did that.
All right, fellas. All
All
right.
right.
Peace.
All right,
All
peace
right,
out.
hey,
Much respect, y'all. Peace out.
last words. Last words.
Oh, last word. All right. Hey, just keep
Don't take no
keep it.
reparations.
Yeah, this echo. Dang, this echo going crazy.
Let's some reparations down slowly.
My last words are read the terms and conditions. Read the terms and conditions. Much love.
Much respect, y'all. And yeah, Red Wolf. Much respect in the stream here. And Rondo emailing or text, I should say. And Trauma too. And much respect. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, brother. That's what's up.
Much respect, much love, and much appreciation to y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
All right, beloved.
Have a good night, brother Red Wolf. Don't take no reparations, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
No reparations.
No reparations.
No reparations.
All right. All right, y'all. That was a great one. And y'all remember that, man. Man, forget them reparations. It's a game. It's a gimmick. And if somebody get it, cool. But I guarantee you, those of us who have history, who know it, the last thing they want to do is fulfill any old promise, any treaty, because they haven't been fulfilling this long, but given everything is, like I said, it's upside down. It's inverted. Everything they're going to do goes against anything that is moral, responsible, and righteous. That's the MRR. All right? And we're not going to see it. Not in this time. So y'all get yourselves together. Y'all find a way to mediate and conversate. And you know, it would be a lot better not on these platforms, but we're going to use them while we can. All right? I appreciate everybody stopping in. Nothing but mad love and respect to everyone. I want y'all to have a grand evening. And those who came in late, if you don't mind, if you could send a little energy to Sonia Marie, all right? She can use it. It's one of our sisters. I grew up with her. Sonia Marie, okay? And that's all I ask. And everybody keep learning how to breathe. Y'all have a grand evening. You hear me? Mad respect, mad love. Red Wolf Power. If you don't sit your ass down,